Right. Oh, well, what can I say? Poor old, Leaky Sue. What can you say to her? Oh, dear. She's had a hard old time, isn't she? Poor old thing. Yeah, I think it was better. Yeah, there you go. Well, old Leaky Sue. Suella Braverman, or was it Suella Braverman? Has been a naughty girl again. Well, all I'm hearing at the moment is loads of people phoning in, making excuses for Leaky Sue. Oh, look at that. I'm all over the place. Oh dear. Well, Suella Braverman, well, like I say, Suella Braverman, she's been caught speeding. Oh, well, not yesterday or the day before, a while ago now, but she got caught for speeding, and, she breaking ministerial code.
So,
but
you
all
accepted the truth.
Oh, it might be a bit loud. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, cheers, Wim. Oh, you're most kind. Oh, dear. And, she's, that threw me, that did. Well, she's got precedence, hasn't she? She's broke ministerial code before. Leaky Sue. Yeah, that's the hint. Leaky Sue. And also, she's a nasty piece of work who creates division. You know, she'd, cause people who, fleeing tyranny and what have you. And whether it's an invasion. Yeah, it's an invasion is what she reckons. But if it's her, well then it doesn't matter, does it? Because obviously, she's allowed to get away with blue murder because she's a Home Secretary. And she likes to manipulate, the situation and break ministerial code. That's what she likes to do. Cheers, Wim. Keep on going and keep the good work, Marcus. Let's pop that chat out. God, do you know what? I was already, and now I feel I'm all flustered now. That's what happens when you do this live stuff, you see. You get so organised and that, and you forget what you've organised. I only went in there and made some popcorn, and that's disorientated me. There you go. So, Livy, that's how it goes, isn't it? Oh, anyway, who we got here at the moment? Let's have a quick look before we get on with Leaky Sue. She's like a sanitary pad or something, isn't she? She's awful. She's a nasty piece of work, is that one. But it's all very well, isn't it, They're all, I've just been listening on the radio, on LBC radio, and that popped up on there, and it was like, oh my goodness, Rachel Johnson. The blonde Boris mutant variant who happened to be and anyway, his sister. And try to make excuses for her. And, she's only 3 miles over the limit, but that wasn't the point. It's about the fact that she tried to, she was basically breaking ministerial code again. Doesn't matter about the driving, really. It's the fact she tried to hide it. That's the problem. But no, you get all the people phoning, it's only so many miles over the limit, blah, 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 blah. And it's not the point. It's not the point. It's like all these people are desperate to make, just to make excuses for their little older Leaky Sue. That's what it seems like to me. Anyway, like I say, got just saying here, and David Gerardo. Hello, David. Well, she was driving drunk. Yeah, probably. Speeding, yeah, I know. God, regular. Well, see, the thing is, though, if she's done it this time, has she done it before and got away with it? It's a possibility, isn't there? And Wim says, evening, everybody, and a special greets to me. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for that. Continuing good work and calling out the Brexit and its failures. Plenty of that, I'll tell you. Just like one thing after another. But I'm going to start off with old Leaky Sue because I don't like her very much. No. Got no respect for that one.
So,
no.
You have accepted the
well,
truth.
she stood there in front of the, Auschwitz? In Rwanda? Is Auschwitz in Rwanda? What's it look like to me? It looks like Auschwitz to me. Anyway, She was standing there all proud she was. Hey, I shove them all in there, I am, you know. Build a few more rooms, you know. Oh, I know, I'm going to get myself a boat as well. Yeah, it's like a container ship. Yeah, we'll chuck more in there as well. Oh, no, I can't get enough on that one. Well, we'll put 4 to a room then. Well, they're saying 2 to a room, but there's a possibility of 4 to a room now. On the Bibby Stockholm, whatever it's called. You know, that barge that's going to end up down in, well, where's it going to go now? Is it not Portsmouth? Falmouth? Anyway, it's going to end up on the coast. Lovely. And it's going to be a sweaty, smelly tin box, is what that's going to be. And Perry, UK, true crime. Speeding, he says. I've repeated that already, I know. Oh, so little old Braverman is a devil on the wheel. Well, actually, do you know what I did? You know, we were talking about AI yesterday. I thought, I'll give it a go. So I had to play about it. The picture, I said, I put in the search, okay? This was open art or something it's called. I put in the search, Suella Braverman and Edward Munch. What, Edward Munch? You know, the Scream. Anyway, I put that in there. And that's what I come up with. Oh, well, that'll do. I put a steering wheel in front of her. Mad Monk, hello, buddy. She's Satan's little helper. Yeah. She's there to protect us from that invasion. You know that, don't you? I'm in France, I know, but you know. You know where it is. Hello, Gingers. I saw you trying to eat healthy today. I was eating healthy today as well. I've got popcorn now, that ain't very healthy. Well, it's high in fibre, mind. Evening. And Orc Beach. Evening all, he says. B does good evening all. Bonsoir and who or all. It seems that a not so brave woman can do whatever she likes and nothing happens. Oh my giddy aunt, did you see Richie Sunak? I've got that clip in a minute, I'll show you in a minute if you haven't seen it. Oh God, and better. It's almost like he was taken by surprise. It's either that, his butt back just fell out, or something like that. Could have been that. Just wondering. He walks like it's wet, like he's got one in there. To me, here's what it looks like to me. Maybe that's why he's always got half-mast trousers. I don't know. Don't know what the relevance there is, but I just said it anyway. Hello, Alex Chapman, hello there. And Vertigo, greetings all, salutations, everybody. Oh, yes! Oh, I forgot my poll. Big the old like button if you're here, you know, if you haven't done so already. Oh, there we go. I tried to be healthy today, says Gingers, and bought some chocolate chip cookies that can't made with flax. That's an oxymoron cookie, that is, yeah. One counteracts the other. I took one bite and spat it out. It should make good compost for my garden. It was that bad, was it? Flax. It'd be a bit husky, wasn't it, flax? There's flax coming from linseed, isn't it? Like the husks or something, from linseed oil. From linseed. I think so. Very high in fibre, though. Do I have to lick the lick button? Please? We'll take a picture while you're doing it, and we'll have a look later. Oh. Hello, Alex. Alex Chapman, hi. Oh, what's this all in there? And Ruth covering says, oh, cheers, buddy. Thanks, Ruth. Don't be going off and leaving us. I do my best to support. Oh, cheers, that Ruth. Yeah, you know what? After I uploaded that video, I mentioned it yesterday, didn't I, as well, in my live. I uploaded a video earlier about it as well, for sort of thank you video. But I did it on Friday, because I was feeling quite down on Friday. And I was literally on the verge of saying, I said, enough's enough, I can't carry on with this. And it's, and then I got so much positive feedback from everybody, and that was really heartwarming, it really, really was. And, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I really will not want to do that, no. Cheers, Ruth. I got some Haribo. Don't eat Haribo, it's full of E numbers. Yes. Well, they say it's fruit, but I bet there's a load of E numbers in it. There's a load of gum in anyway. There's like gelatin or something they use, or some vegetable version probably. I don't know. Like some Haribo is actually vegetarian, isn't it? Not all of it though. It's hard to tell. Oh, cheers, Wim. That's really kind of you, buddy. Everton the dog, speak slowly. You don't want any speeding fines? No, I don't want any speeding fines. No. How do you do it backwards? I can't say that backwards. Whatever. Casper Northerner, hello there, buddy. Tories don't get tasered. Don't do it. Well, let's taser them. Wouldn't that be fun? Their eyes will pop out of their head, they will. Casper, that's Nigel. What? Nigel, what? What? Don't encourage me. No, don't. You just said that word. Don't say Nigel, whatever you do. What, have to press the button? Make it stop. Oh, and he's sexy for my cat. Oh, such a saucy fella. Oh, you excited yet?
Too sexy for
No.
my love, going to leave.
Get a room. Come on, get a room.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah.
No. Where am I?
Cover him up. Oh, I'm back again. Well. And Nick Young, hello there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And Perry UK True Crime and Rodden 1953. And Scammell Jones, glad to hear you're staying. Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere. I just had so much nice feedback from people. I can't leave. I can't stop doing it. I don't know. It's just happening at work, wasn't it? And the people have been so generous as well recently as well. And that's kind of keep my head above water because it's getting to a stage where I have to think about work because it's just like, well, it's getting think about work. It's been getting to that stage for some while because it's been up and down, you see. And it's yeah, just how it is, isn't it? You know, we all have bills to pay, and also, I think there's things I have to do as well to keep the thing running because the computer. I don't know if you realise, I don't know if you noticed, I haven't been doing any of my mashup videos recently because my computer's like on its last legs, and it needs What's happened is the basic software's been updated that I use, which is DaVinci Resolve, and it's really hungry software. And since the update, my computer's just like dragging its heels. It doesn't like it. It's like, it's too much now. Oh, that's the thing. What they do, they upgrade everything, and then your gear ends up being useless. That's what they do with mobile phones, isn't it? Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah. Things you probably don't need half these flipping upgrades. No. Well. So. Oh dear. Poor old Leaky Sue. But let's just cast our minds back. I'm casting my mind back. October last year. Do you remember when Leaky Sue was, well, she was criticised of being a Leaky Sue. And, to be fair, she was. It's not just like his speed fines, it's just like, I don't know, she's got precedence, she's got history, she's got, well, she should be locked up, to be fair. Oh, so what did she do? Oh, you must remember, you obviously remember the fact she got her own, range of sanitary products and that, and, you know how it is. And, well, poor old, oh, God. Where are we now? I don't know if I can do that. No, I better not. Not that one. No. Well.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Thank you for staying at the YouTube. Oh, cheers, buddy. Cheers, Alistair. I had to look above my camera because that's turned up behind my camera. So Leaky also. And, well, he got caught out, didn't he? You know, poor old Richie Sunak and his half-mast trousers. And he said this,
Suella Braverman.
I think that the Home Secretary has acknowledged
don't know why you're
the
moving.
mistake. She's recognised she made a mistake. She's taken accountability for that, and that's the right thing. Now, as I said in Parliament earlier this week, she raised this topic with me when I discussed reappointing
So, back in
her as
October.
Home Secretary, and I'm confident that she's learned from her mistake.
You don't have any regrets?
No, I said she's accepted her mistake and
I'm eating
learned from
popcorn.
it, and I'm confident of that. And what I...
Suella Braverman.
So, she apologised for her mistakes. Can you hear me crunching popcorn? Is that annoying? I've got a big bowl of popcorn that I just made. But
So,
but they
you
all
have
ca-
accepted
all.
the
Oh,
truth.
cheers, Lefty Boat. Oh, thank you. Ooh, hello. He goes, hello, Lefty Boater. And RPFS 2691. Oh, that's a handle and a half. That one is. What's it mean? What's it mean? Oh, the last 4 digits, your credit card number. Your PIN number for your credit card, though. Cheers, that buddy. And anyways, there's lots of people, politicians and that, they were being very defensive of poor little old Leaky Sue. They hadn't been called up, they were on LBC. Or actually in the show. Like Nadeem Zahari, remember him?
Not that we should go by nicknames is Leaky Sue, and there are suggestions that security services are nervous sharing sensitive information and data with her. This is, I don't need to tell you, this is the woman who's dealing with national security, counter-terror, everything else. Is she fit for the job if she's Leaky Sue?
Well, she certainly is fit for the job. I've worked with Suella Braverman, and she's a very capable Home Secretary. She's got a real focus on everything from policing and, of course, our borders and all the good work that I know she will do in breaking the business model of these gangs that are exploiting.
But is it right?
People.
Security services have nervousness sharing material.
No, look, Nick, you've been around for long enough to know that these unattributed quotes in the newspapers this morning aren't worth the paper they're written on. And in my view, the Prime Minister did the right thing. He looked at this detail and he believes in second chances for people, and he believes that she's got the right capability to deliver on this job.
Well, I have to ask, what hold has Leaky Sue got over Richie Sunak? Because anybody else would have been out by now. He got rid of him in the end, didn't he? Nadeem Zahari got, was it for like heating his horses or something in the stables or something like that? But that wasn't the only one. Another one on Nick Ferrari. Oh dear. Give you a clue. Turnips.
Something else that people find very worrying, Secretary of State, is Suella Braverman as the returned Home Secretary and the possibility that security services abroad might be reluctant to share sensitive information because of the person known as Leaky Sue, and it would seem as someone who needs her own private briefings from MI5. Explain to my listeners why someone who has leaked, and as we know, caused a breach of security, why should an overseas country trust her with their secrets?
They shouldn't.
Well, the relationship that we have with countries around the world is absolutely critical in terms of having that intelligence sharing. But
why would I share? I happen to be half Swiss. Okay, so why would I, as Swiss government, share anything with Leaky Sue? I'm not going to, am I?
Well, I've just started to say it's absolutely critical, recognising the threats that we do face from Russia, and in a particularly acute way, that we continue to work together around the world, and I'm confident that relationship will continue. This is long-standing arrangements that happen between our allies, and it will absolutely continue to be the same.
That doesn't answer the question, does it? You've not explained to me why I, sitting in Bern, would want to share a secret with Leaky Sue. You haven't answered that, really, have you?
Well, I have explained that we continue to face the same global threats, and I'm confident those relationships will absolutely continue. Indeed, as we share information with other very trusted allies, I'm sure the same will continue to be true.
Oh, I don't like her either. Turnip! That's what she is. She's a giant turnip all while Teresa the Hut. Look, Teresa the Hut. Is it Therese? Therese. Oh, God, I get confused, I do. So they're all out there, they are. Oh my goodness, I didn't stop there, did it? No. Well. Oh. So she's got presidents, isn't she? They sacked her. She was sacked. And then she was back a week later. Even Liz Truss got rid of her.
That is a disgrace.
That it is. Uncomfortable silence. Actually, could probably do better than that. No, how about that one? I'll do that later. Well, so there she is, trying to manipulate, procedure so she can hide from. Well, so didn't get found out. And she got found out anyway. It was leaked. They leaked Leaky Sue. Oh my God. It's like a tsunami of Sue. Oh, I listened to a boy named Sue now. Anyway. So what's she really been up to, Well, we know what she's been up to really. And she's corrupt, isn't she? Let's be honest. And it's not about the speeding fine. It's about how she tried to hide away from what she did. She tried to manipulate the situation. And this is actually in the Guardian. So, well, yeah, what are the allegations over the speeding fine? Oh, me to the aunt. Look how big that is. Shall I make that smaller? I think so. Let's go to Twitter. I had the Twitter on the same page. So Suella Braverman, what are the allegations over her speeding fine? Ooh, like I say, it's not about the speeding fine. It's about something else. What is it now? Let me think about it for a second. How'd it go again?
That I will serve you with integrity and humility.
Yeah, I remember.
And I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
Okay. So that didn't pan out very well, did it? No. Didn't go his way, did it? No. But he's part of the problem, because he's a crook.
So,
did I say it? I did, I said he's a crook. Oh dear, the Prime Minister is a criminal. Might not be caught yet. Well, that's what I don't understand, actually. Actually, come here. How on earth, how has this happened where somebody can tell everybody that they've got to abide by all the sanctions, all these businesses, and they've got to abide by all the sanctions against Russia, and then his flipping in-laws are still operating in Russia? This was after the sanctions were... Okay, they're saying that they're stopped there, but have they?
You have accepted the
How
truth.
can they say that? How can they say that he's not a criminal? How can they... I just don't get it. He's accepting monies from Russia. It's going against everything regarding the sanctions. And the same company does work. Emphasis does work. Got contracts with the Home Office and that, How is that right? That's calling about integrity. How is that? How can that be integrity? And there's that massive conflict of interests. If anyone's wondering why has he got that job, yeah, I wonder. He's there to manipulate policy for his own family. That's what it seems like to me. It's not going to be for the eight. Oh, well, they get paid now. The prime ministers. I know it's not MP, but what do they get paid? I don't know, 150 grand or something stupid. I don't know. But it's not for that, is it? Because obviously he's a multi-millionaire. It's all about power and being able to, make things happen in his family's best interests. And that's why I see it. I might be wrong. He might be just doing it for the country. He might think he's doing the right thing, you see, because he's got that integrity. Okay. I can't pull that one off. Alright, but anyway, I think he's corrupt. That's my feeling. I might be wrong. I should say allegedly corrupt then. Maybe I'll say that. Anyway, let's go into the chat and see what you're saying before I blurb along. Blurb, 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 blurb. Cheers, Lefty Boat. Oh, I saw another one. Oh, cheers, Brian. Nice one. Bad news, Bucks. I'm back. Or was that? It's Johnny. Or something like that. Or in this case, it's Brian. Hi, buddy. Hope you're well. Never send the dog. Can you, any Tory answer a question? Not straight. No, they go round the flippin' gooseberry bush. That's what they do. They go round the flippin' gooseberry bush and they'll spout a load of spouts and then expect you to just forget what the question was and walk off. But then obviously Nick Ferrari said we didn't answer the question. I'm no fan of Nick Ferrari, but there you go. At least he was right on this occasion. But what can you do? There's nothing we can do other than vote them out. It's going to happen. But by how much, though? Is Labour going to get an 80-seat majority? I doubt it, because they haven't got Boris Johnson for all his ills. He is a campaigner. He ain't got like his policies, but he's good at what he does. Lying. Bluffing. Hoodwinking people. Oh, he lies. Yeah, I know he lies, but he's human. He's one of us. What? What are you saying about yourself, Mrs. Hairdresser Woman that happens to live in Wales, cutting hair? Oh dear. Hello, number 3. Dum bum 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 bum. Sunak is a crime miniature with half-mast trousers. They really are short, I must say. Almost all shorts, they are. Yeah. Oh dear. Maybe they could sell her on the... Oh dear. You made me do it.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Too easy. Yeah, crooked to the core, says Tories don't get tasers. Oh, you're 100% right. Bent as a 9-bob note. That's what they are. But people buy out. I was just listening to Rachel Johnson and people phone. Somebody from Norwich. I'm from Norwich, so I'm not surprised. But anyway, he phoned up. Well, she was 100% right. She was, about the, the immigration and. Oh, was that he said that? Oh, but calling it an invasion. I thought, that's quite embarrassing from Norwich. But no wonder I left. Nutters. Tell you what, yeah. Not everybody, obviously, but they obviously exist there. They can say that when I went back to the UK. I went to the UK. That's when my father passed away. Yeah. Anyway, I think I told the story before. I went to the pub and in Heartsease, and oh my God, the people. They're trying to. They've been all kind of had to put it all political, putting the world right. They were going on about immigration and stuff while they're drooling. They're probably still drooling. They're probably drooling at the people. Drowning in the channel. What are you doing down there, Wally? Sir Larry the cat. Oh, where do Sir Larry the cat? But stop the boats. Stuck records. That's what they do. It's the same mantra every single time. Stop the boats. Oh, we're spending all this money. Oh, you're supposed to. God's sake. It's all lies anyway. What's them army helicopters? Sanuk. Oh, God. What are the army helicopters called?
So,
Sanooks.
you have accepted the truth.
Oh, cheers, Paul. Paul Owen. Hello, Paul Owen. Hello. Knickers off ready when I come home. What? Oh, the Lefty Boat says. Oh, what the Lefty Boat says? Oh, evening. I'll say hello. Always wondered about that myself. Oh, what Lefty Boat say? I remember at school when kids had a half-mast pants, we always asked if their cats had died. No. Oh, I don't know. What is that? I don't know. Okay. Becoming vegetarian is the only way to finish with Liz Truss. I think you're probably right. Oh, Mad Monks, just remind. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done already. And, and that little notification bell, because then you get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, or maybe just your pocket, every time I upload another video. Oh, maybe. Or maybe I run a mile, maybe. I'm doing a bit of a variety at the moment, videos. I've just been walking the dogs, because I've got to walk the dogs anyway, you see, so I walk the dogs. And just talk at the camera. Half-mast morning. Oh, a bit like that. Right, so let's get back to where I was. Cheers, that buddies. Bum, 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 bum. Right, here we are. So, Suella Braverman. So, allegations of speeding. Alright, she's been a very naughty girl. She is. And she's a very nasty piece of work. But we know that. She just hates people. And I think people actually they don't. Many people actually love her. They think she's great. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, actually, no, I do. There's racists out there, you see. There's nasty pieces of work who just love the divide. And they would just love... Well, actually, they're really disappointed, actually, that when Priti Patel... They were not very happy with Priti Patel. Because she gave up on the jet skis. That's what it is. They want to see the jet skis turning people around so they run out of fuel halfway and then they end up going with the tide and disappearing forever. Probably. Has anyone's hair sailed that channel? Because I have. It is treacherous. It's such fast moving water. Basically, you just go sideways, effectively. And it's a moving road, isn't it? It's a moving road. And then you've got all the traffic. I mean, God, if you think M25 is bad, these things are huge. And they don't turn on the sixpence. No, you just got to get out of their way quick. To run you down. They probably run you down anyway. It's probably cheaper to pay, a fine and maybe insurance policies than actually turn, because the amount of fuel that they have to use just to turn. It's nuts. Right, so the UK Home Secretary, apparently, was caught speeding in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. She killed a couple of kids while she was at it last summer. Yeah, but no one's talking about that. Oh, okay, I just made that bit up. Oh, I know. But when she was, this is when she was the Attorney General. It was, a while ago and that. But that's not the point, is it? It's not the point at all. I've had loads of flipping speeding fines out in France. They get you left, right and centre. I never had a speeding fine in the UK. Not one. I come here. I think I've had about 8. I had about 2 in Italy. I had 1 in Switzerland. No, I haven't Switzerland. No, 2 in Italy. Oh, damn me. Never had a speeding fine before. What's gone wrong? I turned the cameras on. Anyway, this is when she was the Attorney General. And was given the option of accepting a fine and points on a licence or attending a speed awareness course. Oh, look, that's quick. Done. See? Finished. I just did it. Wow. Now, she is alleged to have asked civil servants to help her arrange a 1-to-1 course, apparently to avoid the embarrassment of being recognised. You ain't going to miss it, are you? That face. Oh, my giddy aunt. Although you might get confused with Fraggle Rock. Well, she was wisely recognised by fellow participants. Now, when civil servants decline to do so, I'm not doing that for you. What do you think you are? What, you little skivvies? Well, they declined. And the political advisor is alleged to have stepped in to help. Exploring options, including her taking the course online. So no one gets to see her. Well, to be fair, it's for the mutual benefit. Who wants to see that face? Oh, I'm being horrible now, but I don't like it. Sorry. Well, Braverman, Leaky Sue, well, she opted to pay the fine. That she did. Apparently she did. Fair enough, was, caught speeding, well, you got to pay the fine. Well, sources, though, not water sources or water courses, no, sources close to Braverman have rejected parts of this account. Oh, okay. Yeah, her friends, you see. They said she was merely asking civil servants for advice about how to book the course. God, really? She's a flippin' Home Secretary. Of course she knows how to do this stuff. Ordinary folk are expected to know how to do this stuff, so why wouldn't she? No, she's trying to find a way out of it. Anyway, so, why could asking civil servants, though, to get involved be a breach of ministerial code? Oh, well, the ministerial code, it says something, it does. It says that ministers must ensure that there's no conflict, that arises or appears to arise between their public duties and their private interests. Ooh, wow, don't do that, Ivy. You're not Matt Hancock. No, not those private interests. You dirty old devil. Anyway, no, I'm not going to shut up. No, I'm not, Matt. No, don't. Oh, how dare he. Anyway, Braverman may have breached that principle by asking civil servants to become involved in a personal matter. That stayed way clear, they did. Well, the clash between her public role and her private life may appear all the greater, given that as Home Secretary, oh, God, she is in charge of law enforcement. And what was she saying a few weeks ago? Oh, I wonder. Wasn't she saying about bigger fines? Or was that what she's saying? That? Bigger fines for people who speed. Well, also embedded within the ministerial code are the 7 Nolan principles. Not the Nolans, no, the Nolan principles, which include selflessness and integrity. Oh, they got to do it again, though. That's it. No, maybe.
I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
You want some? So how are breaches of the ministerial code investigated? Spit out popcorn now. I do apologise. Well, Richie Sunak suggested at the press conference. Oh, at the press conference, or the same press conference that he stood there a little bit lost. You'll find it now. I've got all this other stuff here. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, dairy me. Yeah, he stood there. He's been asked awkward questions. But don't forget, William Ragg, he also made claims against Legally Sue about as a question to the ISPA, and it concerned whether a speeding ticket occurred during the course of parliamentary duties. Yeah, asking whether it could be claimed. She was asking whether it could be claimed on expenses. There you are. There's William Ragg, little runt. So she not only does she want to try and not be fined, she wants to claim for a big and speeding fine. The money they've got, and they try to claim the most stupid little, expenses. Oh, can I claim it's on my speed? That's my expenses. Oh, these people. Makes you wonder. It really does make me wonder. It does. Yeah. I don't know why I'm surprised, actually, to be fair. Yeah. Why am I surprised? I don't actually know why I'm surprised, because... Oh, dear me. They do seem to do it again. Well, it's one after the other, isn't it? It's one scandal after... Is this another dead cat? Is there something else going on at the moment? What's going on at the moment? Oh, we throw this out and that might, hide that. A dead cat. Make you wonder. Make me wonder. You never know with this lot, do you? You really don't. Oh. Okay, well, here we go. You know when you bring something up and it just constantly jumps about on your page? It's quite annoying, It is, honest. Really annoying. Right, there we go. This is when he was very little half-mast Richie Sunak. Or Sunak? Was it Sunak? Chinook? Richie, anyway, the Prime Minister, this geezer. Him with his little half-mast trousers. Well, he was asked the uncomfortable question about Suella Braverman.
Will you ask the Independent Advisory on Ministers' Interests to look into your Home Secretary's conduct after she asked civil servants to help her deal with being caught speeding? And do you have full confidence in Suella Braverman?
Did you have any questions about the summit?
Ooh.
Others will, I think.
Great. Well, Chris, I don't know the full details of what has happened, nor have I spoken to the Home Secretary. I think you can see firsthand what I've been doing over the last day or so. But I understand that she's expressed regret for speeding, accepted the penalty, and paid the fine.
So he doesn't know what's going on, but he was clearly reading that off a piece of paper. Let's have a look. I'm sure he was. Do you think he's reading that? Let's have a look.
Others will, I think.
Great. Well, Chris, I don't know the full details of what has happened, nor have I spoken to the Home Secretary. I think you can
it's either that was
see
the nervousness.
what I've been doing over the last day or so. But I understand
You
that
don't
she's
appear very
expressed
happy.
regret for speeding, accepted the penalty, and paid the fine. Next, can I turn?
To me, it just seems like he's just constantly trying to deflect. Actually, it's always... What else did he say on that?
ITV.
Yeah, I have got a question about the summit, but just on that, just a simple issue. If she asked her officials for advice on a private matter, her penalty, it's not appropriate for a minister to do that, is it? And then...
He's getting undermined by his own side. Why is he keeping her there? Is she, because you're part of the ARG, isn't she? Do you think that there's a possibility that when Richie Sunak took over as Prime Minister, that they wouldn't. The ERG made a promise that they wouldn't go against Richie Sunak if Suella Braverman got her job back or something like that. So they've still got their foot in the door. Because you think about the ERG at the moment, they're desperate at the moment. A bit like the DUP. What's happened over there? And I have to admit that is rather funny. But they're a bit irrelevant, and they're trying to. Are they trying to cling on? Otherwise, they'll just disappear, wouldn't they? Eventually, it'll just be like a gentleman's club. Well, without the gentleman. Yeah, crooks club, maybe. Corrupt politician club. I don't know what you call it. Anyway. Oh dear. She's got a hold over him. Got a hold on you. Ahoy! Brian Maguire, says P. Dallas. Ahoy there, ahoy! Did I see something? Did I see? Scroll that up. I'm going the wrong way. Bum, 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 bum. Mellow says, Richie Sunak makes me want to vomit when he says integrity. Oh, I wonder if I can get a hat trick out of you. Oh, got an integrity button over there. Oh. Ahoy! Gotta say it right now. Gotta say it right. It's not C-H Falloc, or C Falloc. It's, how do you pronounce it? Is that Cthulhu? Cthulhu? Is that right? Did I say that right? Cthulhu? Oh, I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, cheers, Mr. Scotch Pie. Thank you. Oh, where are we? Where are we? I'm here. Now, if you don't know, you're vectoring. Oh, I know you're vectoring. I do. I got my day skip and my yacht master, so I definitely know my vectoring. I've done my vectors with my almanac. Yeah. If you don't know what your vectors are, I have mentioned before in this video on a live stream before. Basically, if you're across water, you're going across water. There's a moving road. Just think to yourself, you want to go. I don't know. You want to walk across an escalator. To take you part way up the escalator, isn't it? That's kind of what happens when you're in the sea and you're trying to cross the channel. It's trying to take you probably south. So that's a bit of a problem. So you have to compensate for that. So you have to do a thing called vectors, and your vectors are basically triangles. And with little arcs, you do it with your compass and stuff on your charts. And you have to compensate for the how fast the water's moving and what have you. And that depends on your tides and stuff, So anyway, you work it directions. Otherwise, you'll end up over there and not where you're heading. You might think you're heading that way, but you'll do an arc. Yeah, you go right round like that. You'll do an arc. Yeah, vectors. Oh my giddy aunt. That brings back memories. I haven't done that for a long time. Well. There we go. I'm coming. Yeah, I know my vectors, Vipec. Yeah, I got my yacht masters. The day skip was quite easy. That's what's his course? And there wasn't no boat work, but when you go to the yacht masters, you have to do it on the boat, or parts of it on the boat. If you're a pop cook, it's stuck in your teeth, doesn't it? It's very annoying. Don't know why I made that for, really. Fibre, that's why. Hello, Charles Fluvin. Should we wave Tata to our $500 million? I think so, because you might not have heard, you might have heard Tata, who happens to be an Indian company, is going to get a 500,000, £500 million bung from the taxpayer. Something to do with batteries. Yeah. It's like I mentioned it in my video about it. I think it was on this morning, and it was I feel that the country's been bled dry, literally just bled dry. Everything's been offshored, including AI. That's what. Any money that's been made at AI has been made in the United States at the moment. It's just nuts. We're just gullible. That's what we are as a country. We're gullible. We're just allowed to suck us dry. And in that is the asset holding companies as well. Which I've talked about that before. I know. I won't bore you with that one again. But yeah, it's everything's in favour. They say it's for bring in foreign investment. Where's the foreign investment there? This isn't foreign investment. We're paying them. That's offshoring money. Tata, we're offshoring more money to Tata. Happens to be an Indian company. Yes, they're going to spend money in the United Kingdom, but where do you think their profits go? Where their shareholders are? Well, okay, it might be some shareholders in the UK, but, they'll be all around the world, wouldn't they? We'd just be offshoring more money. Someone buys a car, and a certain amount of that is going to be a profit in the profit margin that ends up in somebody else's pocket. Somewhere over there. The other side of the planet, probably. Just madness. The whole thing's just gone loopy. Just saying, says Chris Fisher. What's that? I thought I don't hear the being reported. They're focusing on the traffic skill. I know, but it's the ministerial code. That's the thing. We're supposed to set. You have rules for a reason. Because if you don't, I know they don't like follow rules. Look at Partygate, for instance. But you got rules for a reason, haven't you? You got to have some guidance. It's like having a road with edges. Otherwise you fall off the edge or you bang into something. The rules are you stay within your space. That's a silly analogy, but it's pretty much what it is. Ah, oh, dear me. Rishi Roland Rat. He is a bit like Roland Rat, isn't he? Yeah. And you got that, what's it? Oh, crikey. Mark Francois, and he's like Penfold, that one. The calibre of politicians we've got now. Oh, shockingly bad. And although I will be voting Labour, most definitely, it's a tactical vote. I'm no lover of Starmer. No, even though I was glad when he took over at the time, I thought it was going to be a breath of fresh air. But no, I was wrong. I thought, God, better. I thought he was a Remainer, but not a flippant. Oh yeah, make Brexit work. There is no making Brexit work. How many times have I said that? It just can't. No. You trade with your nearest partner. Trading partner. Happens to be the EU, happened. Oh, okay. We scuppered that one, didn't we? We put the obstacles in the way. Loads of red tape in the way. Just scuppered trade. It's scuppered culture as well. We've got, Oasis. Gallagher. Kicking off. You've got, who was it again now? Blur kicking off. Admiral. They're all kicking off. Oh, and Simply Red. Oh, dear. Martin Hommel, he says, oh, Shitty Poonak. Oh, that's him. It's just... They're all really bad liars. Oh, yeah. You know how I feel about lying and what have you. And the thing is, if you ask me, you've got a habit of lying, you always got to remember your lies. The thing is, it's all over the internet. It's all over Twitter and stuff. Okay, technically it is in there. But anyway, it's all over everywhere. You don't need to look very far to see the lies. Again and again and again. And we're supposed to suck up and just accept it. As though it's normal. This is not normal. It's not. It might be in North Korea or, even the United States. I don't know. But crikey. Let's look at that Nazi conference last week. It's just... Oh my God, it's sponsored by a flipping American think tank that are Trumpians. What? Oh. Now, a week or two ago, I read something that the Conservatives seem to think they're not far enough. The reason why they're not doing very well, they're not far enough to the right. The thing that actually is destroying the Conservative Party, which is the fact they're too right-wing, and they think they need to go deeper into it to make it work. So they win the next general election. I just hope they absolutely destroy themselves. That's what I hope. Just for the good of everybody. It's about the greater good, you see. You've got to take out a few Tories on the way. We don't want them to stay. No. Oh, God, get rid of that. I keep hitting it. I keep hitting that. I don't want to see that anymore. I've had enough of that one. Don't like it. Take it away! Take it away! Oh, there's as bad as Nigel Farage taking his shirt off. Oh my God, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Oh dear. Oh, got rid of that one. Whew. So I want to see that again either. Done that one. Oh, bum, 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 bum. So she's safe because she's got a hold over him, and she.
So you have
I've got a
accepted the
hold on
truth.
you. Okay, let's get rid of that. That one, done that one. Oh, crikey, do you remember this as well? It's about her leaky soonness. MI5 to give the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, lessons on what information she can and cannot share. She's the flippin' Home Secretary. She should already know this stuff. She should have lessons. This is just a cover-up, is all it is. How to avoid security breaches after sharing sensitive government information, jeopardising the country, basically, on her personal phone. Why the hell have they got personal phones while they're in Parliament? That shouldn't be allowed. And so much she's been nicknamed Leaky Sue. And no, she's not because she's incontinent. She might be. I don't know. I can't vouch for that one. But she's been called it. Nevertheless. So. Well, that was in the Times, that was. Yeah. God's sake, these people. We would hoped she'd have been sacked by now. Oh, she was, I forgot. She was sacked. I had a bug crawled on my neck. Go away, bug. What was that? Ugh. Anyway, she was sacked and then brought back on board by Richie Sunak. So what does that say about him? But we know, don't we? We know what he's about. There's no getting away from it. He is as bent as a 9-bob note. And then we had, in response to that back then, this was, Neil Kinnock's son, Stephen Kinnock. And he had something to say about this as well. This is why are these all on Nick Ferrari? I can't stand Nick Ferrari.
And to ask your view on Suella Braverman, because it is reported that, Mr. Kinnock, it is reported that Rishi Sunak sees her as a key ally because she has this hard line. She appeals to that side of the Conservative Party and she will, quote, fix the migrant crisis. Mr. Kinnock.
Well, the problem we have now is that we have a Home Secretary who is a security risk. She is known as Leaky Sue. She seems to have leaked market-sensitive information regarding immigration. There also appears to have been an investigation into leaks when she was Attorney General. You cannot have a Home Secretary who is not trusted by her security services. And on top of that, you can't have a Home Secretary who lacks the basic humanity and decency because she was actually deliberately, or at least actively it appears, blocking the transfer of people from Manston, asylum seekers from Manston into other centres, which has contributed to outbreaks of diphtheria and scabies and, as I think one of your previous interviewees said, a pressure cooker environment in Manston. So it's cruelty and it's...
Okay. Hang on a second. A pressure cooker environment at Manston. If you think Manston's was bad, what the hell is the Bibby Stockholm going to be? That is a tin box. At least they had fresh air around them with this flipping at Manston. Well, and dysentery. But anyway, this Bibby Stockholm, the boat. It's a service ship. It's it's perfectly fine for what it's designed to be used for. But this is not it. And at the moment, they double them up, so they can get 500 people on board. They're talking about even doubling that, because about 222 cabins, so they're going to double them up to get, I think it's up to 500 people on there, and then do the same again, so there'll be at least 800 odd people on there. It's just nuts. You can't put that many people in a steel box and expect it to be healthy. You just can't. No matter what air conditioning you got, you're going to need more than air conditioning. You're going to have industrial scale air filtration systems as well. HEP filters and all that. Apparently, there is no real actual ventilation other than just opening up the vents, and they're just vented outside. So it's not actual air conditioning. And besides, if it was air conditioning, could you imagine the amount of energy required for that amount of cabins? You've got to get power to the place, and you also got to get you got to get the muck out, because there's going to be a hell of a. There's going to be no real cooking facilities on board. You've got the communal space, but you've got the communal space is not going to be big enough for 500 odd people. It just isn't. It's a recipe for disaster. It really is. For the amount of people they're putting on there, and it's not designed for that. No, it's not designed. Cause they'll occupy. It could be at least 28 days. Some, not be funny, but they haven't wrangled their way with the Rwanda thing yet, have they? So that hasn't happened yet. Lovely people, aren't they? Wouldn't you say they're lovely people? No, I wouldn't either, because they're flippin' evil. That's what they are. They're an evil bunch of toe rags, and they deserve a really good keel hauling. That's what they deserve. How many times could you keel haul Richie Sunak? It's only be one, isn't it? But much left of them, would there? Really? All barnacles and all that. Ooh, quite a scary thought, keel hauling, really, isn't it? Well, Suella Braverman, she'll be the win. She'll be in a ducking stool, I reckon. Got to see whether or not she is actually the devil. Yeah, that's that one. Done that one. So yeah. Okay, so basically, Leaky Sue, I think we'll move on now. Leaky Sue was caught speeding, and she's tried to manipulate to try and hide herself from exposure. And she got exposed anyway, and now it's doubly as bad because everybody knows what she did. Just like when she, damaged UK security with her leak via her mobile phone. So, lovely, lovely, lovely people. Oh, where are we? Let me come. Oh, we've got 73 people here. That's nice. That it is. What did I do? Where was that? It's up. I didn't say. I just sorry. You know why? Because I turned the volume down. Because I have to be careful with volume with a microphone. The sound echoes through the microphone. So I turn the volume down, and then I don't say it. Sorry. Did it do a fitting popped out today? Oh, what did you do? Did you use some P38 body filler? Did you make yourself some bit of lead and zinc and melt it in there? Now I face yet another expensive bill from the anti-NHS greedy dentist. Oh God. Well, you talk about NHS. Can you get an NHS dentist in the UK at the moment? I've been thinking of getting dental insurance thanks to the neo-Nazi Tories. Now I will. It might be a good idea. But if you can get obviously a local dentist. If you want to know what happens here, we just go to the dentist and see this. No, I recently went to the dentist. I had all my teeth. They all clean all my teeth. Yeah, because I didn't realise if you use mouthwash too much, you end up staining your teeth. And they done the scrape and what have you. You use one of them hydro, like a Karcher, and clean it all. It's a few weeks ago now, and then that was okay. The appointments take a little while now. They're not as quick as they used to be. Either that week or the next. Now you have to wait 3 weeks. It's not terrible, I tell you. Emergencies you can get in almost the same day. Shocking. It's gone to the wall. That has. God, what do you reckon? It's terrible. Here in France, I tell you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's all included in our health service as well. We don't pay extra for our dental. Actually, my dentist is Portuguese, Joa. Conservative and Luna's part. Actually, we discussed Brexit. It's quite funny, actually. There's me gurgling because he's got things in my mouth and sort of he's talking about Brexit and what have you to me, and I'm sort of mumbling through it. Yeah, he's ever so nice, actually. He's really good dentist. I'm really pleased. The first dentist we had here, although we got seen quickly, didn't notice I had a crack and my tooth was cracked, and he put a temporary filling in, and when he done it, he literally pushed the crack apart. Oh my God! went back to the van and I nearly passed out. And I was making moonshine at the time. Shh. Yeah, I was making moonshine at the time. And I was using that, about 100%, 100 proof, you know, it's really strong stuff. Sort of double distilled. What would that have been? It'd been about 60, 70%, something like that. It was quite high. Very high, in fact. And I used to make an absinthe. And, anyway, long story short, that's the only thing I could numb the pain with. Gosh, intense that was. Anyway, I went to a different dentist shortly after because he was useless. And he said, he did an x-ray and he said, you've got a crack right down your tooth. And they whipped it out and they got a cap there now. So, yeah, no, they're very, very good. The dentist hair, good hair, number 3. That's what you need to do. You need to be one of them, what do they call it? NHS tourists or something. But French version. Come over here and you got to get your healthcare done here. I thought, not in the EU anymore, are you? Oh dear. You get insurance though. Lefty Boat says, Allshorts, surely it's a tsunami, not a leaky Sue. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, how had there ever been a tsunami? She's such a horrible person. And Peter Stewart says they have one eye on the Trump playbook. And that's why that Nazi thing, isn't it? That Nazi conference they had. It was sponsored by neo-Nazis, what it seems like. Well, might as well be, mightn't they? Yeah? They're Trumpians anyway. You know. Make America great again. Well, that kind of in my mind, I hear that, and have I mentioned this before? I hear that when they say make America great again. Are you saying America was great before when we had slavery and extreme racism, when black people had to sit at the back of the bus and drink from a different water fountain and stuff? You know, different toilets and that's when it's great. So anyone who's who happens to be black and is wearing the El MAGA hat, well, I think you got screw loose. Probably have anyway. To be fair. Mellow. Yes, I remember that she should have gone to jail. Most definitely. That she should. I'm too far up, haven't I? I'm way too far up. Number 3, you missed. I know I missed your super chat, but I got there in the end. I do apologise, buddy. Hello, Daddy Balazzi. Good evening, he says. Where are we? Let's jumped up again. It does that, you know. Once slowly, says Peter Stewart. Once slowly what? Number 3. Clappy. It's comedy gold. I'm sure he received a police caution as well. I did. Yes, by number 3. I do apologise. Kieran O'Connor, this is... oh, God, I got to do it again.
That is a disgrace.
That it is. Oh, yeah, don't forget the old like button. Why doesn't my like button work very quickly? I think I might have to reinstall that. I've got this device, right? It's really cool. Oh, there it goes. It's a really cool device. But one of the videos, one of the clips I use, this one, for instance, that like subscribe one, doesn't always operate. No. Yeah, if I do this one, it does straight away, instant. Yeah, that's for you, Mad Monk. Yeah. It's a little spinning top. What a little dude. Sorry. Pork markets! Oh, God's sake, really? Is this what's going on? Everyone's going to tell me to... Yeah, am I in control? I'm in control. No, I'm not. I'm being controlled.
Opening up new pork markets.
So there the cat. Pork markets! Oh, cheers, buddy. Oh, nice one. Cheers, Cthulhu. Is that right? Is that right? Am I doing that right? Cthulhu. Is that right? A Chinese Oompa Loompa. That is David. He's in the right colour as well. Says Mad Monk. What? Don't you like my little kid? Oh, Mad Monk. I think it's a little dude, little spinning top dude. I'll like put a rope round him and pull it really tight and just not around his neck. But so he spins him faster. No, Marcus, Nigel. Oh, I'm not doing Nigel just yet. I'll do it in a minute, but not just yet. I just did Nigel Farage. Yes, I did. No, Marcus, Nigel one. No, Lumpa. Buddha boy. Excellent, dude. Oh, letters. Oh, I ain't got the letters one, actually. Have I got the letters? I have got letters, but, let's just see what have I got over here. No, I better get back on track. Got, actually, while I'm looking for something, I'll just put this up here. Now, I'm just gonna try and find something.
Be firm in his briefs. Hello, Brian. About this Brexit then. Well, I was in favour of staying in, Colin. No good reason to pull out. Well, I don't think it's going well at all. We all knew it would be very hard, and it would require skilled hands to pull it off. It's almost too much for one man. I would certainly not like to share his load.
Do you think he should take a team with him then? Do you think he should have more civil servants, skilled in negotiation?
I think the more men he has under him, the better, and he will need to fully satisfy all those members. He needs to get his position right and...
The thing I'm looking for, I can't find it, and I had it earlier, now I can't find it. Typical, isn't it, when that happens? Ooh, there's something I noticed that is quite relevant in talking about Richie Sunak and corruption. And obviously, Suella Braverman. Gotta try and find it. Oh, yeah, I found it now. Alright. I know what I've done with it. So I'll move that over there. And then I can drag that right down over here. Oh, crikey, why didn't I do that? That's loads easier. Why didn't I do that earlier? Got to find it again now. There we are. Well, remember her with the hair?
Rishi Sunak, our Prime Minister, co-founded a hedge fund called Theleme, and no one's talking about it. Theleme invested, in the last few years, £1 billion in Moderna shares. Rishi Sunak said he has put all his assets into a blind trust. He has refused, and The Guardian was the last newspaper to report on this in November 2020. At that point, he refused to say whether he holds assets in Theleme and therefore in Moderna. So that man came out in front of 10 Downing Street, as our Prime Minister, and said,
I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility.
He said pompously.
Transparency, all of this. If you are true to your word, Rishi Sunak, tell us, do you own, through Theleme or any other means, shares in Moderna? Because if you do, are we now talking about insider trade?
But Carol Vorderman, our tiny Prime Minister, has his fingers in a lot of pies, including Ernest Stavro Blofeld, Rupert Murdoch's News Corp.
Prime Minister is largely chosen by dint of how much he's sucked up to the newspaper barons.
The Sun, the Daily Fail, the manipulator of tiny minds. But also Tempur-Pedic International, who supplies beds for the NHS. Not just the odd one or two, but many. Richie Sunak is bent as a 9-bob note, allegedly. Right. That's how corrupt they are. I just... These people. They run the country, you know. Oh, actually, they're ruining the country. Well, they've done that already. They wrecked it. Absolutely wrecked it. Just so it says you've got 74 people watching and only 47 have hit boop the old like button. Oh, I know where you live. Maybe. Shows you ain't what wants Richie Sunak around. No, well, if you watched Suella Braverman in at this Nazi con, it's like she's lining herself up to be the next Prime Minister. They can't change him again. No. They can't. Would they do that? Would they change the Prime Minister again? Because I wouldn't be surprised. No, they can't do that. That'd be disastrous for Tories. They haven't actually. I don't know. Have they actually got anyone now that's considered in any way reputable? They got well, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt. Well, he's kind of sold his soul to the devil, if he had a soul in the first place. He was a Remainer, now he's a Leaver, it seems. Oh, the benefits of Brexit, they're clear as mud. Oh, Sunak is going to make a Bollywood movie about Brexit, probably. And it will be called Rumble in the Kremlin. Oh. Sorry, city. Sorry, in the city, yeah. It's always have wrecked 4 countries in the UK. Yes, it has. Oh my God, did you see the marches in Wales? For independence? Oh dear. The Tories did that, they did. Just to make Rupert PM... Well, it might as well do. He won't be there for long, though, is he? He's like half dead. Jeremy Clinton, yes. He can't help himself. He is. Look what he did to the NHS. And now we've got him as the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Could be worse, I suppose. Boris Johnson instead. Surely she ain't. Oh, no, she won't. Deport the Tories. I'll scroll down. I'll find where I was now. Oh, where was I? If I get that out of the way. Yeah, they've got the Daily Mail. They're just basically trying to make out it's only a speeding fine. It's not that. It's more to it than that, as we already know. And let's get on to poo. While we're at it, we might as well have a poo sound effect. And quite frankly...
What? I didn't have any car.
No. And I certainly have not got...
Where's the shit at? I've got a turtle head.
No, I ain't got that either. No. It's too late for that. Anyway, she has been interviewed, she was, by Laura Kuntzenberg. You remember her? Well, it's a few days ago now. Well, actually, it was today. She's been interviewed by, Laura Kuntzenberg. How do you pronounce it? Something like that, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, God. This another horrible person.
Would you...
and she's basically asked by Laura's cunt in Kuntenberger, her, she was asking about, not about turnips, no, but she's asking whether or not she'd let her kids, I don't think she's got any, but her kids swim, I think she said kids, or would she allow her to swim in poo, pretty much.
Would you go for a swim in that kind of water? What advice would you have for people? You know, the weather's warming up. Would you let children go swimming in water like that?
Well, we have over 400 designated bathing water sites around the country. The good news is that since 2010, we've seen the quality of that bathing water significantly increase from about 70%,
according to the European Environment
to 93%.
It's actually the worst in Europe. You say it's got better, but actually it's the worst in Europe.
That's not true.
According to the European Environment Agency. And
I'm afraid that's not true.
Okay, well, would you go for a swim in that kind of...
Apparently it's not true. There's enough people saying that it is true, but she's in denial. They just want to lie through their teeth and say it's not true. Well, it is true. Now, under Liz Truss, when Liz Truss was Environment Secretary, she ripped away, I can't remember what it was, about 15 million. What she reduced to 15 million. Anyway, she reduced the money for the Environment Agency, and obviously had to make cuts, didn't they? So no one was checking anything. So this is all bollocks. That's them for you, isn't it? That's the Tories. They're not going to be there long. No, they're all going to be gone. And I'm looking forward to it, that I am. Yep. Gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Ah, bliss. Well, Liz Truss, she's been on her merry way. She has to Taiwan. Doing the rounds, trying to cause the next war. Like she could probably cause the invasion of Ukraine. Because 2 weeks after she visited Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, they decided they're a bunch of idiots. We're going to invade now. So it's probably what's going to be happening in Taiwan. China's going to invade. A week to go? Maybe. Oh, we'll see. Well, she said that we need European economies to group together. I kid you not. That's what she said. Have we done that before, haven't we? I think so. Oh dear. So Liz Truss is in Taiwan, and he calls for an economic NATO to challenge China. And she's wearing the same dress as she did last time. Well, actually, when she stood up there, and that poor woman fainted. Yeah, in the Conservative leadership challenge. Oh, she won. Bugger. Well, oh, damn it! It's just unbelievably. It's painful to see. To be honest, it's painful to see. She's a nutter. So she's just, oh God, I don't know. Who else did that recently? Oh, it's Badenoch. She said, didn't she? She's been interviewed on a select committee meeting about how but when joining the CPTPP, how did it go now? Something like we haven't joined such a large trading bloc ever since we joined the European Union, for which we're now left. God, it's maddening. It is absolutely maddening. Well, but you should look on the bright side. We're all better off now. We are. We must be. We're financially better off because of Brexit. Because he said so.
It's a fallacy to say in any way that prices will go up if we leave the EU. They won't. They'll go down provided we opt for free trade. The EU is a protectionist fortress, and in the end that leaves you vulnerable. We can eliminate tariffs, which everyone pays whenever they buy anything in the shops. We can free up UK fishing. Most of the fish now are taken by non-UK boats. And we can control our own laws. So I think it's a very good option. I think free trade with the rest of the world, rather than just the 7% that constitutes the EU. It's a fallacy to say in any way that prices will go up if we leave the EU.
I wonder if you'd ever live that one down. Oh, you'll say, the war in Ukraine. And at the time we got a bit, how to put it, growing up about Brexit. You know, the politicians need to accept that it's a disaster, but they won't. Because you can't fix anything, Lisa. You can't fix anything until you recognise and you understand what's actually broke it in the first place. It's maddening. The whole thing is it's messed up. Now, I was watching something earlier, and if I can find it, I'll share it with you, because it's quite interesting. You know that geezer Well, oh, crikey, the money-saving expert. I can't remember his name now. Oh, my giddy aunt. Oh. Anyway, the money-saving expert. He had something to say, and he made a shitload of sense. And it's, if I can find it, I probably can't. I'll come up in a minute. Anyway, he was talking about, the water. Just like Teresa Coffey, who would not answer whether or not she would swim in that dirty old poopy water. No. What gets me is, you see these people protesting, they're actually swimming in it. While they're protesting, while they're swimming in, they know what's in there. It's nuts. I don't. No, I wouldn't do it. No, it's not for me. No. So, I have got it here, but I've got to find it now. Oh, this is really annoying. No, not that one. Because that's, oh, hang on. I think it's that one. Aha. Right. Money saving expert geese. What's his name again? Somebody told me. Martin something, is it? Not Tim Martin. Alright, and that ain't moving. That's really annoying. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Martin Lewis. Cheers for that, Kieran O'Connor. Yeah, Martin Lewis, the money saving expert. Cheers, Reagan Lee as well. That'll teach me not looking. Yeah, fine her for 5 million squids. That's what we should do. Fine her anyway for just existing. Well, this geezer here, Martin Lewis, the money saving expert. I have uploaded loads of videos about him before, maybe actually. Sometimes I do okay, sometimes I don't. But anyway, this geezer. He was bang on. He was in this what was it, Politics Live or something, and he was spot on. He was bang on the money. Basically, what he was saying is, you've privatised the water without there being any competition. You can't have a free market economy like that.
It was nice, at least after your questions on sewerage, to finally be able to say accurately that that was a politician definitely talking crap. So, and you know, you look at the water industry. What did we do with water? We privatised it, but with no competition. Well, when you have privatisation without competition, you have regulatory capture. The regulators clearly aren't working well enough, and therefore we're in the position that we're in. We seem to have got the worst of both worlds.
We do actually have one water company that is still owned by the public and not for profit, and that's Welsh Water.
He's talking bollocks. Well, sort of talking bollocks, because he tries to make out that there is competition, but the point is, it's isolated. There is no competition because there's no one else supplying. There's no one else looking after the. It's not like electricity providers or the internet where they sell. They sell it as, you know, they break it down and they sell elements of by different companies. So everyone has a market share, but the water companies don't. They don't. You know, they've got a monopoly.
And in fact, in Ceredigion and Gwynedd, we have some of the worst pollution of our rivers in England and Wales. So, whether they're private companies or not,
saying the way the water industry works as a whole is a good thing, or are you trying to cherry pick one example? My point is, what was the benefit of privatisation? What was the benefit of privatisation without competition?
We've seen record
and do we have regulatory? Who's in charge? Is it your government's fault or the regulator's fault? What's happened? It must be one of them.
But we have
so is it the regulator or your government?
Your point, I think, if I may, was that you were saying privatisation is a bad thing and has led to this failure of investment. I'm just saying there is a real life comparison we can use, which is well thought.
That's not what I said. I said we had privatisation without competition, which seems to be the worst of both worlds. I'm not sure why we did it. Why did we do one without the other? If you're going to have a privatised system, surely you have to have competition to make the markets work in a market theory, or you have regulation.
Well, he's spot on, right? You know, you either love him or you hate him. You know what I mean? He's a bit Marmite, Martin Lewis, but he's right. They can charge what they like otherwise and do what they like. So you've got to have the regulation in place to actually make sure they're doing as they're supposed to. They should never have been privatised in the first place. It's madness. Absolute madness. Tory policy, asset strip. That's exactly what they've done, isn't it? Right. Asset strip. And that's kind of what's happening in the country at the moment anyway. Obviously with like Tata, it's not just asset strip, and it's bleeding the country. Look what's happened to the steel industry. You know, it's so much of the industry in the UK. It's been like broken down into elements and sold off. Asset stripping. There's certain industries in a country you should never sell off to foreign. Sell off your assets to foreign-based companies. You just shouldn't. Obviously, one of them is water for a start. Much of the water in the UK is owned by French companies. And electric. Get by the short and curlies, you know. That makes you vulnerable. You know, you might be friends with people now, but you don't know what's going to happen in 10 years' time. You might be at war with them or something. I'm going to turn your electric off. Or we're not going to supply you with the chemicals to do your sanitary. You know, we have all sorts of problems. The UK's in a real, years and years ago, it was that the United Kingdom, as at the island and what have you, was, it didn't get bought, invaded. Oh, maybe the Vikings, but invaded because they're, because it's an island and a relatively short coastline in comparison to like France, for instance, where it's got land borders and stuff. But now things have changed. Wars are fought differently. Well, cyber warfare seems to be the next thing. It'll be AI, isn't it? That's what's going to be all AI. Yeah. It'll be like, there'll be people, people at war, the soldiers will be playing Game Boys. Is that a bit old hat? PlayStations then, I don't know. Is it 4, 5 or 6 now? I don't know. Don't give them ideas, Reagan. What are they going to say? They would sell the British air if they could. Yeah, I mentioned in the video. If they could bottle it, they would. We're getting that way because the air is getting so toxic. People will be getting bottled air. I was going to say it's going to be by Avion or something, but Avion or LDon. Okay, they can't get it in the UK now, can you? Did that get blocked because labelling? Oh no. Anyway, biscuits. He said biscuits. How to asset strip water? You make it polluters. You can't. Yeah. Oh, I said that's the plan. Make the water so polluted you can't drink groundwater. You can only drink it if it's been treated. Yeah, they're controlling the market. They're being bought out by Nestle or something. Because that's what Nestle's trying to do in some states in the United States. I'm sure. Ginger Giraffe could comment on that. Some states in the United States, you're not even allowed to take the groundwater, the water off your roof and put it into barrels. Probably owned by Nestle. Won't be a bit surprised. Saskia Money. Oh, got Saskia. Hello, Saskia. I'm scrolling up and scrolling down. Hello, Jeffy. I'm terrible at names. You might have noticed. Hello there. We already had bottled air crisis during COVID. It was a bit like that. We were in bubbles. Yeah, we had to have our bubbles. I was like bottled air, wasn't it? No, bubble air. Nestle did it in Africa for decades. Look what they did regarding. Who was that again? Was it Nestle? What they did with the milk? Baby milk. Give them all free baby milk. The women stopped lactating, and then stopped giving them free milk. Then then we had starvation. That wasn't thought out very well, was it? No, or was it? Chris Fisher, I'm not listening. He, she, of all people. What? Hi, sir. Hi. Michigan Acker Flint. A.K. Flint. Oh, is that Michigan, is it? With the water. I've been on the Duolingo app. Ooh. Never did Portuguese at school, says Casper. I've been to a bit of Duolingo as well, just to top up my French lessons. We already had bottled air all day. Oh, no, Casper. They would sell the British air. How to asset strip water. No, that's just nuts, isn't it? It's just nuts, but it's kind of where we're heading. Everything becomes a commodity. Martin Lewis is the best. He is good. Sometimes I find him a bit boring. But on other times, he's definitely on the. He does share some stuff that is a little bit odd, you know, how to save money with dishwasher and stuff like that. You know, how to load your dishwasher. Bizarre shit. I'm not interested in that. No, but this sort of thing, he's spot on, and he's very articulate as well, isn't he? He's very articulate, unlike me. He understands what you're speaking about. And, oh, crikey, that other geezer, what was his name? He's the 2019 intake, isn't he, from the Tories? And he's the one who, didn't he have some, did he slag off Boris Johnson, or was that Liz Truss? I can't remember what he said now. Oh, it was a while ago. I can't remember his name now. He was the, didn't he have 30p Lee's job? Oh dear, 69 people watching! Yay! I had over 70 minutes ago as well. It's done quite well today. Well, you know, it's been quite cool. And you probably can tell I wasn't quite so prepared. I thought I was, and I wasn't. If that makes any sense. Yeah, try and keep the momentum going. I've been a bit kind of all over the place today. I've been like it all day actually. But I have to admit, after I did that little video on Friday, because I was struggling a bit, and the amount of positive feedback that I got back from people, and from a lot of people, and do you know what? This is the mad thing, all right? I did that video on Friday because I just want to let you know, just in case, basically, that if for instance I disappeared for a bit, or I wasn't just going to go away, I'm just readdressing stuff, so to speak, and I don't know why, but that video is my best performing video this month. It's done over 10,000 views. Well, that's a lot for me. And that's just me kind of, I don't know, bizarre. There's no, how to put it, there's no topic as such, apart from space, Anyway, silly. It's all silly. The world's gone mad. I'm mad. They're all mad. It's good to be mad. I'll be mad. Oh, anyway, Matt Hancock. Did I say it loud? I think I did. Oh dear. Never mind. Well, you know about, obviously I mentioned yesterday about BT sacking about 10,000 people to AI. I consider it is a major issue. Some people say otherwise. Oh, what about computers? Everyone said, the millennium bug. People's jobs are going to change big time, but I don't know if there'll be anything to fall into. That's the thing I'm, thinking about. Now, you might have seen this already, because I was going to do this one before, and I didn't do it because I didn't get time.
So, you have accepted the truth.
Oh, cheers, that Nav. Nav. Are we? Matt Hancock's gone extremely weird. I mean, really, really weird. Well, first of all, we got this what's going on. Matt, Mr. Hancock. The one who fornicated with Mrs. Conjily Handily Cockley, or whatever her name is. I can't remember her name now. Italian or half Italian woman. And broke up 2 families for that relationship. It's a bit crazy. But anyway, COVID contracts message reveal the extent of Tory donor access to Matt Hancock. Oh, okay. So 2 major donors use ministerial access to promote firms which they were involved offering COVID services. Well, we know this has all been going on, and it's gone on a lot, hasn't it? Look at Michelle Moan. Are we going to get that money back? Will we get that back? Can I have a boat? I want a boat. Can I have a boat? It's only 10 million quid. I'll have it. I'll look after it for you. So, a newly released WhatsApp messages and emails between the Tory donors. Oh, was it her? Did she do it? Did she release, the ghostwriter? Did she release more messages? WhatsApp messages? Maybe. Well, and emails between the Tory donors and the former Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, reveal that the extent of the ministerial access they enjoyed when the government COVID contracts were being awarded. 2 major donors to the Conservatives, Mustafa Mohammed and Mohammed Amersi, and direct access to Hancock, and used it to promote companies offering COVID services with which they were involved. Amersi also had a phone meeting with James Bethel and a health minister at the time, and which he put forward projects which he was connected. Ooh, corruption. More corruption. So much of it. I think we turn a blind eye to it now because it's just becoming the norm. Both Mohammed and the Mercy said that they made no financial gain from the contract. They always say that, but we know they do. And that they acted purely to help in a time of national crisis. Hancock insisted that the contracts were in response to a call for help with testing, and all leads were passed on to the officials in the appropriate way. However, their messages raised new questions about the influence political connected people had during the pandemic. Surely it is against ministerial code. I'm sure it is. Well, as a result of their relationships with Tory ministers, they're all corrupt. Like I say, they're all as bent as a 9-bob note. Well, the government has been forced to admit that it ran a controversial VIP PPE contracts lane for those with personal contacts. Now, there are many people who try to contact the Tories during the pandemic, companies that is, who said, we have got, access to face masks. But they weren't, their call wasn't returned, no. Because there was no money in that forum properly. Well, there is no suggestion that Mohammed and the Mercy acted unlawfully, apparently. Well, Mohammed, who has donated £234,000 to the Conservatives. I suppose that's not corrupt, is it? No, of course not. And his company, Genix Healthcare, a further £156,000. Message to Matt Handon on the 11th of June 2020 with a proposal. Did he have a proposal for Mrs. Congalangelo? Well, he suggested that the Genix, which operates UK dental clinics, partner with global crisis management company Ecolog to set up a rapid testing service early the next morning. And Hancock replied, "Oh, very interesting." Oh, shut up. And asked Mohammed to email details to his office. Now, Ecolog was then referred to by Matt Hancock's officials into the government's VIP priority lane. Within a week, Mohammed had met the team at the Department of Health and Social Care. "My dear friend, hope you're well. I had a call today, which went well. Thank you so much for your kind help." Mohammed messaged Hancock on the 18th of June. Oh, look at that, messages. Oh dear. Well, a legal letter of intent was signed by the DHSC on the 4th of September 2020, which guaranteed a multi-million-pound payout to Ecolog, even if a full contract was not issued. Ooh. Well, the following year, the DHSC decided it did not want to proceed and gave Ecolog £38 million in a settlement. So they provided nothing whatsoever, and they got £38 million. Let's sink in. Remember, this is just one instance. And no, it's only 38 million quid. What about all the other 38 million quids? Looking after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. Well. So there's a settlement that was. Basically, a bit like what happened with the Garden Bridge. That was around the same sort of money. It was around 40 odd million. Oh, okay. You haven't laid a brick, been bugger off now. There's a bung. Well, in settlement for the mobilisation costs, including a profit component, the DHSC confirmed that no services were provided by the company. Come on, this is just ridiculous. Honestly, how can that be allowed to go on? VIP, well, there was no need for the VIP lane because we didn't need the product. So it was what was it, £200 million odd contract that got cancelled, and they still got 38 million. I don't know about you. When I go to, my health and safety provider, and I want some face masks or what have you, I pay up, I take it away, and that's the end of it. I don't get, I don't have to make a promise, especially a multi-million-pound promise, and then they get 38 million. So they got 38 million, right? And what did it cost them? It cost them at 234,000 in a bung to the Conservatives. Now, we know the Conservatives are just out for themselves, because at the end of the day, the only reason we got Brexit is because they were out for themselves. The Tories were concerned that Nigel Farage was bleeding them dry with MPs, or at least that's what's going to happen. They all leave, the Conservatives are sinking ship. What a cock-up that's ended up to be. That's the only reason we got Brexit. It's not even anything to do with all the money in these offshore bank accounts that are about to be exposed. It's all to do with, protecting the Tory party. That's why we got Brexit. Otherwise, the vote wouldn't have been made. We wouldn't have had it in the first place if it wasn't for that. Simples. Chat. Back in the chat. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, what's that? Is that now? Oh, cheers. Thanks for streaming, boss. No, thank you. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Do. I might buy Mrs. Hancock's book. Oh, the bloke's a cunt. But one word, it'd be like, just loads of paper. Yeah. Because you're not protesting, they do protesting now. You don't write nothing, you don't print nothing. No, you just have a whole piece of paper. So that's all the book was going to be, a piece of paper with the words C-N-C-U-N-T just on the middle pages. Centerfold, maybe. What a bunch, eh? Oh, so see proposal for Gina Conglangolo. Come to the paper closet. Ooh. Karen. Oh, nope. Oh, what did Karen say? Where are we? Up, back up here. Number 3. It was a podcast with the former BBC journalist. Oh, what's he say? Oh, did you see? Oh, yes, I got that as well. I'll show you in a minute. That was pretty good. Oh, stop talking. Wait, Matt Hancock goes, don't you interrupt me. How dare you ask me questions? Or a bit like that. I'll show you in a minute. I've done the chat. Gina Hancock in the paper closet, says Sir Larry the Cat. What? And Saskia's asking Q2 Lou whether or not he's 100 years old. Okay. Well, hello, Mark's biggest fan, hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Hancock had a wife of 15 years, 3 kids. Yeah. That I really feel sorry for the kids. I really do, because it's not be funny. They probably loved their dad, even though he's a yeah, they probably still loved him. They know what he's like. Did they even understand? And then all of a sudden, the rug get pulled out of the family because he has a bit of kerfuddle. In the corridors of Whitehall. And if you got there are cameras, makes you wonder how long it's been going on for, spreading disease and all that. Yeah, Hancock disease. Yeah, serious that is, It's worse than COVID. Ooh. Toys would rather bin bags than using our already well-established supply chains. Yes, bin bags. You mean like the PPE that wasn't fit for purpose? Well, that's to do with Michelle Moan and Medicare. Company that was set up in 2019. Oh, that's convenient. Lobbied by Michelle Moan. And all of a sudden, she gets herself a nice 10 million quid yacht. And another 60 million odd. Well, she got about 30 odd million, didn't she? Her kids got about 30 odd million. Her husband got another 60 odd million. For a contract, that was about 200 million. So 120 odd million went in the back pockets of them two. I don't understand why they're not in jail. It's well documented. It's not, it's not just speculation. Okay, maybe it will. Maybe they will do. A bit of luck. Pick up the soap, will you please? Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mark's a big fan. Yeah, I agree, mate. It's just horrible. Families get split up like that. He's trying. But don't forget, I'm just a normal bloke, says Matt Hancock. That's what he says. Yeah, he's a normal bloke. What the hell? Speak of the normal. Let's listen to this normal bloke. Not that one.
But what has
he's been interviewed by news agents. Basically, they all ex-BBC.
What has happened to you?
Yeah.
Over the past 2 years,
Yeah.
in office, then you're forced to resign over.
You turned into a normal person. No longer a conservative.
Falling in love. Well, you're
the conservatives aren't normal.
Your own rules.
Lewis,
you're the
actually,
one who, just stop.
You're the
Lewis,
one who
stop.
mentioned-
I am a Lewis. Stop. I'm a human being, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a Secretary of State.
Don't interrupt me now, because I'm going to say something that I'd like you to listen to. I'm a human being. John's question
I'll turn this flip
is leading
microphone
up
off.
to essentially how do you cope with this amount of stuff as a human being? And part of the answer is that, of course, politicians, have to take the rough with the smooth. And I have learned a huge amount about resilience. But I also now am just not interested in having people just go over old coals again and again and again. It's not fair and it's not right, because we are human too.
Of course,
and I have put myself through the most extraordinary amount of scrutiny over everything that happened, and the inquiry will rightly do that again in a proper format for learning the lessons for the country, and I'm enthusiastic about playing my part in that. But I'm also now perfectly willing and totally within my rights to say,
but you chose to be in public life. You chose to be the Secretary of State. You could have walked away at any time. So it is perfectly legitimate for people and journalists to continue to ask you questions about your record in that time. You were, by your own admission, it was an enormous event of global import.
Right. And
but
what I'm saying is,
absolutely,
and I have answered.
You talk about resilience, but it doesn't sound very resilient when you're answering in that way.
No, because actually, I'm now leaving Parliament, right? I care about the future of the country and about the future of the Conservative Party. So I want to talk about these things. But I'm also...
They're not human.
But I'm also a human being, right?
Of course.
And one of the reasons... So I'm absolutely up
All
for
like that.
scrutiny on the substance.
Kipper.
But I'm also... I think it's also reasonable to say enough is enough.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.
Wow. He's human. He's one of us. What do you make of that? Honestly, say it in the chat. What do you make of that? Because I just find that flabbergasting. I really do. It's really painful to see, actually. Well, no, it's kind of expected from him, but I don't know. It's mental. Oh. Oh, I got a coffee. Oh, cheers, buddy. Cheers, Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Am I getting that right? I don't actually know. Oh, dear. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Well, what do you think of that? Let's see what you say about that, because I just found that, well, I don't know what to say, actually. Bizarre. That was bizarre. He doesn't want people to ask. So he doesn't want people to scrutinise him. He just avoid the questions. How is that? He was the flipping health secretary during time of national security. Health and all that, and COVID. People dying. He was sending people into the flipping, sick people back into the nursing homes just to make more people sick. And he knew he was doing it. The WhatsApp messages proved that, and yet we're all supposed to accept it and say, oh, let's all move on, and not scrutinise him. The man's a loon. He doesn't want to accept responsibility. And he is responsible. It's just your average bloke, is Matt. As is Berry. Yeah, right. Oh, Mr. Handbottom need to hide and never come out. Oh, I wish we could make him hide. I got any acid. You can't, yeah. Anyway, that's another idea. Jennifer says, none of the government wants scrutiny. They don't, they just want to avoid it. They never even answer the questions. You saw Miss Turnip earlier, police coffee. And you didn't answer the questions Nick Fry was asking. It was quite a basic question. Just, would you swim in that water? Actually, no, that was Lauren Kunzelberger or something. Anyway, that was it, yeah. Would you swim in that water? But no. No, didn't answer the question. Oh. It was. Perry says he was literally having the time of his life throughout the pandemic. Literally. Ooh. I reckon so. Oh, saucy devil. Gross negligence, most definitely, and manslaughter. That is actually manslaughter. His head was fuzzy. Couldn't hold his head. He might be in mental health, maybe. I reckon he's suffering mental health. I won't be a bit surprised, Mellow. It's, can you remember when he's been interviewed and he ran off? He ran away. He's having a bit of a jog and that, and he just ran off. He's like, I can't get away from here quick enough. God's sake. He's happy to have his face on a giant screen in the Victoria Hospital, whatever they called it. You know, what they call it? Yeah, the hospital they're nurses for COVID. Oh, what's it called again? Mother Teresa Hospital or something. More like a moomin, yes. He said he cares. Well, putting his hands, yes. Shut up. Oh, a bit like that, isn't it? Well, exactly what it looks like. He's a demon in disguise. That's my view. He fits the profile. Is he human? I think he may be. Well, he reckons he is. He's human. I did have another clip of him. Oh my god, it's just... Have I still got it? Oh, there it is. I have got it. Some of this stuff I was going to do the other day. So that's why the show's a bit sort of ad hoc at the minute. It's all a bit jumping around the place. But it's because some of this I was going to do the other day. And I didn't get to do it. So, anyway, I don't know if you've seen this other clip.
Like the people... Right? Because I'm a normal person. Now, I'm not a Conservative MP. Right? And it's just be normal, like the people who we represent. That's what we need to do. That's a really good starting point, right? Because I'm a normal person.
Sorry.
Now, I'm not a Conservative MP, right? And it's just
Conservatives aren't normal people, obviously.
Like the people who we represent. That's what we need to do. That's a really good starting point.
He's alone. He's lost the plot. Oh my god, my head. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to play that again. Oh, it's nuts. Yeah, you thought the other one was bizarre. What the hell was that? I'm a normal boat. Yeah, Coke confidence. Maybe. So sad, Nev. Oh, the Nightingale Hospitals, that's it. Yeah, the Nightingale Hospitals. They had big screens, didn't they? And when he made his presentation, there he was, his big face on the big screen. And they all had to stand there and look at him. I go, oh, it's like a military brigade. It was like North Korea, it was. Oh, Pandora. Doggy time. Oh, where are they all gone? Where's Wally? Oh, he's under my other computer. Oh, the little Sebastian. Isn't he lovely? Oh. You said... The tail, the other one. Pandora's tail. And bear. Oh, you missed. Pandora? You're all dark. Try to get into the camera. Oh. And then I got my other one. Happens to be down... Oh, not that one. He's down there, the other one is. Wally. He's a real boy! Yeah! It's Pinocchio. Oh, clearly that had to happen because he's delusional. He is delusional. I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm just gonna have to do it again. I'm sorry. It's just unbelievable. Let's make it a little bit smaller. He looks so silly by he's standing there. Oh dear me. These people. Where's his head gone? Oh dear me. Right, there we go. We'll do it again.
Because I'm a normal person. Now, I'm not a Conservative MP. Right? And it's just be normal, like the people who we represent.
I'm gonna have to do a mash up with this one.
That's what we need to do. That's a really good starting point. Right? Because I'm a normal person. Now, I'm not a Conservative MP. Right? And it's just be normal, like the...
Sorry. Oh God, he's a loon. Oh, no. I let my doggies do. I do. Just saying. Oh, you really do. They're absolutely wonderful. My little doggies are, aren't you, Wally? He's down there. I've got a little electric heating on there. It's hot chilly today. Oh, bugger. Oh. Can you find it? Let's do that at the door. Oh, he's got it. Oh, God. Anyway, where was I? Oh, dear. Sat nav ready. Yeah. At the next turn, and take a left turn and grab your balls while I do it. Oh. Kieran O'Connor. No. Oh, no. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I'm definitely going to do I don't want to do a mashup with, though. I have to do a mashup of that one. I really have to do a short mashup. I don't bother much with mainstream media. That's not all bad, is it? Not all mainstream media is bad. Anything you've got to be able to pick your way through it. Stitch with Charles Manson. Ooh. He looks like a manager at Tesco's who's just been demoted. Is it like it's Oh, what they do there? He's talking to himself because he's normal now and not an MP. Be normal like the others. He may be right to laugh. I think there's something wrong with his thinking. That can't be normal. He's not normal. That was not normal. Okay, he's got a point in his hands. He's obviously had the point. But still, crikey. You'd have to be really half-cocked to speak like that. Hancock is so emotional. Not for people. He's normal people. As if he's saying he's taken off his wolf's clothing, though. And he's... that's what he tried to do to it. With regard... Oh, crikey, when he was in the jungle. Eating kangaroo cock or whatever it was, Matt Hand on cock. Yeah, anyway, he's eating animal bits. And he's the real Matt Hancock. He's such a crook. He's such fraud. It's like, what was it, a jacket or something, or a shirt or something he was supposed to have auctioned off, and then he was seen art, for charity. And then everyone saw him wearing the flipping thing months later. And then so much money was supposed to go to charity regarding his like 400 grand that he got to go into the jungle, and he handed over about 5 grand or so, under 10,000. And this was like the whole precedence, of his him going into the jungle for dyslexia and stuff. Yeah. Oh dear. Their lack of it, though, certainly is. You can imagine what they're like in the bars and Westminster. Oh my crikey, good point. Yeah, they're free beer that we pay for, and free spirits, and God knows what else what we pay for. Yeah. He looks like a criminal that's been indicted, and he's doing whatever he can to deflect. That's what the Tories do. They are constantly, that's where you obviously get your dead cats and what have you, but they're always deflecting, aren't they? He actually came clean with that, and also Boris Johnson did as well. Have I got that here? I've got it somewhere. But it's basically Boris Johnson was saying as well, like a helicopter coming, and he's just, with its decoys and stuff. What do they call them now? Sort of decoy charges. I don't know, they got a name. Oh, God. Anyway, and they'd, just to distract, so they can move on and do whatever you need to do. And that's how he treats the media. A clear lack of anything. There's definitely no integrity there. Integrity. Oh. Alistair here, he said there's something. He's talking to himself. He's normal now. Right, back into that. It's just nuts, isn't it? It really is nuts. What's over there? I'll have to play it again later. And here we go. What's that one? Is that one or that one? No, I've done that one already. I'll get rid of it if I've done it, because otherwise it's confusing. Oh my god, there it is again. Oh, hang on. What was that? Done that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, done that one. Oh, it's the same thing I got on there twice. That's silly. Oh, did anyone see the marches? The march in Wales. That's not the Wales one. Is it Wales? It's the Wales one, yeah. There you go. And they were independence now. So Wales wants independence. We need independence in Norwich, actually. Scotland first, though. The country's breaking up. And why is that? Because the Tory party. That's why. They're causing all this. But don't worry. We've all, we have got this instead. Here we are. It's a bit like, how to put it, well, I'll do that. Let's do this first. There we go. Crafty wank.
They call me unintelligent because I'm working class. It's got nothing to do with the fact I talk out of my arse. I say I'm from Newcastle, but Geordie say you as up. Do some basic research and stop playing with your cock. A sock puppet for Bristol, but my dick in every sock. The refugees on dinghies, how each other and they all sank. And that's when I do what I do, I have a crafty wank. A crafty wank. I bow to every royal except that Meghan Markle. I don't like how she gets attention doing sweet fuck all. I grift all day, I get no pay, I get no bloody cash. What do I have to do to be a fashionable fash? I get screen time, it's like a crime, a total car crash. The Kremlin, they won't pay me, they won't even say thanks. It makes me cry, and when I cry I have a crafty wank. A crafty wank. On my mantelpiece there's an award, the world's biggest snob. An altar to Nigel Farage, oh please give me a job. I knock one out when no one's looking, no one watches me. The Robinsons don't want me, neither Calvin nor Tommy. Ma make me a sandwich, I like my egg white runny. The work torment me day and night, they call me pick a splanks. And when they mock me, grab my hanky, have a crafty wanky wank.
Sorry. That's me demonetised. Do you ever think, yeah, I'll just grab it now. Oh, there you go.
Am I dreaming?
No. Where am I? That was pretty good. There you go. Ooh, anus! That's who shared it. Ooh, anus! Oh, God. Oh my God. Lee Anderson's been at his usual kind of, well, how to put it, expose himself as an idiot. He might as well say, or have tattooed on his forehead, I'm a flippin' idiot. I'm an idiot. That's what he is. I'm an idiot too, to be fair. I bought a chair that's got Union Jack on it. Well, Lee Anderson. Hello, Wally. I've got a little Wally here first. I better deal with him. I'll be in the bad books, I will. Yeah. Okay, that way. Okay. What do you reckon? Oh, your head's hot. You want fella? Yeah, the ear infection. It seems to be cleared up now. You have antibiotics, haven't you, boy? There's my little Wally here, please. Hello, I'm a little Wally. He's my little buddy. Yeah, he had the air infection, but he seems to be a lot better. Oh, I don't know what I'm messing up. Oh, doesn't matter. That's better. Oh dear. I was in. Oh, were you? Andrew Evans was at the Yes Simru March in Abertoir, Swansea, yesterday. It was a good turnout. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Leanderful. Yes, Leanderful. He's been talking load of... Well, hello, Jeremy. A good song spoiled just a bit. All over the place. Because he had a crafty... yeah. It's a brilliant song, actually. Right. There is... a select committee meeting with Lee Anderson MP, 30p Lee, who likes to, well, organise door knockings and what have you with an open mic while he phones them up to try to, well, to fool people. But anyway, that's a different story. He gets made to look an absolute idiot again. It's quite easy, actually, to be honest, because I suppose he is one.
I've looked at your website, and it says that you embrace democracy. So I guess my question, I've only got one question.
The volume's a bit low.
If you
I can hear
embrace
that.
democracy so much, why don't you put your placards away and stand for election?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I can do that. Let me just go in advanced properties. Let's increase that volume. Everything down again though. Oh, I've got two in my head now. Right, let's see what's like there.
I've looked at your website, and it says that you embrace democracy.
Still a bit low.
So I guess my question, I've only got one question for you, is if you embrace democracy so much,
God,
why don't you put
add
your placards away
10
and
decibels.
stand for election?
Right, sure, put it back
I
down.
don't know that that's particularly relevant to the inquiry.
I think we're interested in what happened to you on that day and whether the law was appropriately and
Well, I'm
properly
happy to sit here and tell you all about why the monarchy is a bad thing and why we should be a republic, but I think we are actually focusing on the policing.
We haven't got time to go into all of that today. I'm sure we would like to perhaps have that discussion, Lee.
That's my question.
Right,
That's my question,
thank you very much. Okay.
I've looked at your website, and it says that you
what an
embrace
idiot.
democracy. So I guess my question, I've only got one question for you, is if you embrace democracy so much, why don't you put your placards away and stand for election?
I don't know that that's particularly relevant to the inquiry,
I
to be
think
perfectly
we're
honest.
interested in what happened to you on that day and whether the law was appropriately.
This is the Republic
I'm happy to sit here and tell you all about
protest,
why
the ones that got
monarchy is a
arrested.
bad thing and why we should be a republic, but I think we are actually
Right,
focusing
I
on the
think that's,
policing.
we haven't got time to go into all of that today. I'm sure we would like to perhaps have that discussion, Lee.
That's my question.
Right,
That's my question,
thank you very much. Okay.
I've looked
So it's just an idiot. It's just... I know I played it twice. Hope that audio's loud enough. Yeah, total numbskull. What an idiot. It's thick as mince. You aren't wrong there, Sir Larry the Cat. 30p is a little bit thick. Yeah. I think he thought he was being clever. That's what I think. I think he thought he was being clever, but he's a little bit thick. You know, it's just like things he said before regarding put the refugees in the in tents, make them work the fields. That's what he says. Lovely guy, isn't he? Yeah, lovely guy, but he's just an idiot. Absolute idiot. And they gave him that job. Tory party chair, you know. End up being in the select committees and all that. And he spouts all that crap. Hello, Kerry O'Connor. 30p Lee is about 28p sure. Oh, dear. Yeah, absolute numbskull. Irrelevantly as ever. You're not wrong, Jeremy. That's my question. What a moron! We paid for that. We paid for him to sit there and spout rubbish every flipping time. It's just unbelievable, really, the state things are in. It's just nuts. Still, one of the funniest things I've ever seen was when... Oh, the open mic moment. I know. Oh, can I find that for you? If you haven't seen that, that is... Oh, it's gold standard. That's by Michael Crick. But let's see if I can find it. Got two in my head now. Lee Anderson. If I find I've got Michael Crick as well. Basically, staged the door knocking. I think that's the one. It's on YouTube. Okay, so a little higher. It's a bit. It's 6 minutes. It's definitely worth watching. So we'll do that, because if you haven't seen this is just nuts. It really is absolutely nuts. And I don't understand how you can even be in that job. This should have been just, that's it, instant dismissal. That's it, end of you.
40 years covering elections for television. I've never known an encounter quite...
Let's bring it in a bit bigger. Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's better.
It's the far left to talk about.
40 years covering elections for television. I've never known an encounter quite like this one.
Don't do a job on me, mate. Can we just cut there for one moment, please? Should we just cut there for a minute? Oh, mate, you've just finished my political career, haven't you? Are you going to let me see this before it goes out?
I tell you, no, of course not.
When's this going out? Because there's going to be a storm after this.
The Michael Crick Election Report 2019. Lee Anderson could be the Tory answer to Dennis Skinner, Conservative candidate for Ashfield in Nottinghamshire. He's a former miner, a former Labour member, very vocal and very local.
That church up there, that's where I got married.
Yeah.
I'll bring up Dennis Skinner. He's the one who stood up in Parliament and says, so many people, what wasn't his words exactly now? Those over that side, so many members of Parliament on that side are correct or something. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, when was that?
This is where my pre-drinks bloody bladdering session before I got married to get me in the mood for it. This is, a special part of the community for me, so that's why I suggest this place, really.
Or was it? We'll soon see. This week, Anderson sparked national controversy with a video calling for antisocial council tenants to be kept under a tough regime in tents.
My plan would be, and again this is just my own personal opinion, is that these people who have to live somewhere, let's have them in a tent in the middle of a field, 6 o'clock every morning, let's have them up, let's have them in the fields, picking potatoes or any current seasonable vegetables, back in the tent, cold shower, lights out, 6 o'clock, the same the next day. That would be my solution.
But today he seemed remarkably coy about the idea.
Now what's all this policy of putting antisocial council tenants in tents?
No comment.
What do you mean, no comment?
No comment.
But you stand by what you said on that video?
No comment.
No comment? Why are you, you've been told to shut up?
I want to talk about...
Then he was rescued, if that's the right word, by an angry woman who said Anderson had fallen out with Labour because he was racist and misogynist.
She's coming to have a word with you.
It was... okay.
You jumped before you was pushed.
Well, it's simply not true. There was camped outside my house. There was a hate campaign against me and my... And this is the far left to talk about.
Far left?
The far left is the far left to talk about.
I'm a resident who knows you lie through your teeth.
What lies have I told?
That you left the Labour Party for the hard left.
I did.
No, you were misogynistic and failed your interview. You just weren't good at the job.
Absolute nonsense. It's just absolute nonsense.
The interview, it seems, was to become a Labour candidate.
He said they should live in a tent in a field. Now, what he's doing is, again, whipping up this sort of intolerance in the local community, because he's very good at that, I'll give him
But
that.
surely you have to do something about people who are antisocial.
Living in a tent in a field. He's talked about young people, travellers, anybody who doesn't fit his little narrative. That's what he's doing, whipping up intolerance. You're just putting your
This is the nasty and bullying behaviour I've encountered for three solid years. For 3 years I've encountered this bullying. My wife, when she was terminally ill, by people like this, were bullying. When she was dying, say, I hope you die and stuff like that. This is the nastiness of Momentum.
Jennifer Barker told us she's not a Labour member herself, just a local resident.
Let's get a few shots of you on the knocker, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So he took us across the road, and on the third door, an effusive supporter.
You've got to see this. It's nuts.
Hiya. I'm Lee Anderson, your parliamentary candidate for the Conservative Party. How you doing? I recognise you. It's Steve, isn't it? Yeah, I recognise you. How you doing, mate? All right.
Yes, I'm
just doing a bit of last-minute campaigning. Are you going to be voting on December the 12th? And do you mind me asking which way you're going to go this time?
Well, I'm going with you. There's no way Labour are ever going to get my vote again.
And he liked Mr. Anderson's very personal policy initiative this week.
I watched that video.
Yeah.
What do you mean, putting antisocial people in tents?
Yeah, I didn't.
He's
I
not
think
allowed
he
to
was a bit
talk about
soft.
that now.
I think he was a bit soft on it. To be
A bit
honest.
soft?
Yeah.
What would you do then?
I'd give him cat and nine tails for.
Cat and nine tails?
Make him wear a pink tutu. That'd stop him going round bullying anybody.
What about that?
I can't support this. Can we just cut there for one moment, please?
You can't support the cat and nine tails?
No, I can't support that. I can't support that. He's obviously got very strong opinions, but you know,
very strong.
That's wrong. But I can't support that.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, mate, you've just finished my political career, haven't you?
Why? You didn't say anything there that you. How have I finished your career?
I don't know, mate. That and then that. Oh God.
But it's all happening here.
It is, isn't it? It's all happening. It's all happening. So.
But I mean, is this? It's almost like it's been set up for us. Set up?
was.
Well, more than I'd realised. For it was only after Lee Anderson had left us that my cameraman producer had the chance to tell me that because Anderson was wearing one of our radio microphones, we'd managed to record him setting up the apparently spontaneous doorstep encounter beforehand. Watch and listen. You can just see Anderson on the phone behind me.
Don't just make out you don't make out you know who I am. You know I'm the candidate, but not a friend. All right.
Open mic moment.
I'm out at staff car park. Have a quick look. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute. See you later.
At the time, Anderson said the call was merely about campaign material.
Right, best turn this off. Some leaflets have just come for me, so.
In all my years filming elections, I've long suspected that certain candidates have set up friendly voters to make them look that much more popular. But this is the first time we've caught some candidate blatantly in the act. A lesson to us, journalists and viewers, that in this world of fake news, we should be a little bit more sceptical about what we see on screen.
You ain't gone. What do you think of that? Yeah, he's still got his job. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. He's still there. It's like the Suella Braverman, Leaky Sue. She should have been gone for good after national security risk. But people like that, it's just one after the other. Do they honestly think this is okay? The Prime Minister, Richie Sunak, does he honestly think this is okay? Really? And he's giving them good jobs? Yeah, game over. Well, you hope. They just seem to be getting bigger and better jobs, don't they? Positions in government. And we're paying them to do this. That's just mind-numbing. I think he's going to have a short career, though, anyway, that one. He's just not a fool. He's not going to get voted in again, is he? So many of the Tories are they're going to be sideswiped. Good. And once they're gone, they'll be gone for good, I think. I don't think they'll ever get back in again. Yeah, oh my God, Leslie. Yeah. Oh, Leslie, didn't see you there. Hope you're well. And Top Smoke. That Roger Cook style piece. Yeah, it's a Roger Cook style piece. Michael Cook, he's a bit of a... he does work for the Daily Mail and all that as well, so he's a bit of a freelance, really. But he's very good. I like how he runs after... he wants to interview a politician. It's a bit like Mr. Brexit. And he chases him down the flipping street, with his big old microphone with a big foam on the top. Yeah. That one, it was just bad luck on the... Well, bad luck, it's just stupidity. His microphone was still on. So he got caught out. There you go, c'est la vie. He's a complete a dunce. Yes, he is. Comedy gold. Go search that guy's computer. Oh, I bet there'll be all little. I bet there'll be lots of little pictures on there. I won't be like Crafty Banks, on I'll be a bit surprised. Little thumbnails. Oh god, who was the other ones? Ash. Oh crikey. Oh my giddy aunt. Michael Green, someone Green or something. Anyway, the MP who got the police raided his computer or something, didn't they? And they found loads of porn on 500 odd or thousands of porn thumbnails on his computer. And he's still got a job, you know. Oh God. They expect us to pay our bills and pay our fines, and they just get away with blue murder all the while. It's just nuts. It's serious stuff. You're talking, it's just completely like you said. I was just going to Suella Braverman. That is no breach of ministerial code. That should be just dismissal, immediate dismissal. That's too much. I'm still laughing. The fact he got caught out. The fact he staged that and he got the geezer to come out. Cat nine tails. Just doing trying to do reverse psychology, I suppose. It backfired on them. All these people are really bad. Oh, I don't endorse that. Oh, look at this woman over here. Oh, she's momentum. She is. Oh, look at that hell she's given me. Oh, do you feel sorry for me yet? Where's the integrity button? Integrity button. I've got my very own integrity button. It comes attached to a Richie Sunak, if I can find it. Oh, here we go. If it'll work, that is.
I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
I'm getting quite my popcorn. Back up there. Was that too loud, that volume? Was it okay? I've brought it down a little because I put up high for that other clip because it was in the settings, so I've got to be careful. I'll burst people's eardrums. Oh dear. It's like an unintended candid camera. It most certainly is. It's just unbelievable. I'll say it again. These people are ruining the country. It's nuts. Oh dear. Imagine putting Mad Nads and 30p Lee in positions of importance. I know. People voted them in though. But you know why, don't you? It's Brexit again. It's just Brexit. I just want my Brexit. That's all it is. Just Brexit. Brexit has destroyed the country in more ways than one. Politically, obviously. Financially. Because the economy is completely out of shot, and I can't see any way out of it. I just see it's been bled and bled and bled. The asset strippers will be coming in. They've already started. Quite sad, really. Oh. Pictures on computers, not Philip Schofield again. Oh my giddy aunt. No, it wasn't Philip Schofield. Come here, it was now. Oh. He blamed it on his staff. I'm not the only person who used this computer, you know. Even though it was in his office. Well, Schofield's brother's just gone, I can't remember his name now, but he's gone to jail for 12 years for sexually abusing children. And now Philip Schofield said, well, obviously I can't do this job anymore. He's probably been pushed out, but I bet he's made that decision off his own back as well. How embarrassing is that? That's incredibly embarrassing. Hope you don't run in the family. Not like Schofield anyway, because he's a Brexiter. Does not compute. Sir Larry the Cat, my postulation is that Philip has confided in Holly, and she doesn't like what he told her. No, my brother's a sex offender. Oh, maybe he is too. I'm a bit surprised. He's a bit weird, isn't he? Bollocks, Richie. Hello, Andrew. He's full of it. Oh, the sincerity. Oh, no, the sovereignty. I think we should all drum in the Sunak pool. Yeah, heated by upgraded upgraded the electricity to heat a swimming pool. Yeah, they can't upgrade the infrastructure to get electricity from the north down into the south. Work that one out. It's nuts. Holly Willy Bobby. What? What's that? Marx's biggest fan says Holly Willy Booby though core. What? Oh, so Kieran says I'm having a Star Pro man. Yes, someone should throw an O. Henry bar into Richie's swimming pool every week. Yes. I tell you what, you need some of that blue stuff. Elson Blue. That's what you need. We need to throw a gallon of that into a swimming pool so when people jump in there, they all turn blue. You know the stuff they put in toilets? You know, the old chemical toilets. The old thunder boxes. Yeah. Some Elson Blue. They all look like blue Oompa Loompas. The blueberry in Charlie's Hot Chocolate Factory or something. I don't know. There is no sincerity at all. Gonads for Prime Minister. Number 3 says, where's that integrity button, like I say? It's like an unintended candid camera, yep. Oh, do no campus. Down we go. Heated floaters and pee, says Kieran. Well, it's a bit more profound than that, but, you know, you get the gist. Friends of the National Grid for Richie. Backhander, mate, more than likely. Well, they keep it quiet until somebody leaks it, don't they? Pretty much. Not the pool, but, you know, maybe they have. But, you know, I mean, the fact that he had the grid altered to suit his swimming pool. And why isn't he getting investigated? Feels evil Smurf, yeah. What, the Elson Blue? Who's, you know, there's the old Thunderbox toilets at the festivals, the blue ones, like the construction site toilets, temporary toilets, those things. Has everyone? We were quite naughty because we used to work on sites a lot, yeah, and because on the tools, maybe laying bricks, maybe, or work on the roofs or whatever, and crikey, poor lad. We tipped one over with a minute. And we thought we were just going to make him blue, but the thing is, it wasn't just the blue that came out, it was the other stuff that was in there with it as well. Felt quite guilty when we did that. I think we were just on a higher time, a long while ago, but yeah, I think we were just on a bit of a higher. And they weren't like they are now. You know the ones in the festivals now, all a bit more plush, aren't they, with little sand sinks and stuff. This was just like a blue toilet with a toilet in it, you know, a box and a toilet seat on top. When that, you know. The new ones, they're more modern ones, they're more like luxury. Yeah. Still full of Elson Blue, mind. Do we have a picture of his pool? Oh. Yeah, doesn't actually look that fancy. It just looks like a pool. Quite a large pool, but a pool. And his house is, it's quite old in the sense that it's like a little manor house. But it doesn't look that fancy, to be honest. Oh, the Netherlands. All the lads on the building site. Pretty much. You just have banter. Just when you're working on old sites and stuff, it's just constant banter. And I had my team of guys who were in there and we're doing, you know, what would be laying bricks and grounds work. We're doing everything from laying the turf, putting the fences up, and doing walling and what have you. Not on the houses themselves, you still do the landscaping work. That's what we used to do. That's what's for Wilcon Homes at the time. From several sites we had on the go. That was quite, you know, it was a good contract. Richie isn't allowed to get in the deep end of his pool without wings and a life jacket. No, he's got his half-mast trousers on still, and they fill up with air. Yeah, he just has to let off a little bit on the bottoms just to stabilise. Yeah, maybe, or maybe not. Yeah, he doesn't sit. He's not like he's not a real person. He's not like Matt Hancock. No. He happens to be a real person. Yeah, a real person is Matt Hancock. That was just unreal. Matt Hancock, the real person. Oh, again. Oh, where is it? I need. Oh, here we are. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to do this again.
People who we represent. That's right. Because I'm a normal person. Now, I'm not a Conservative MP.
Sorry.
Right? And it's just like, just be normal, like the people who we represent. That's what we need to do. That's a really good starting point. Right? Because I'm a normal person. Now, I'm not a Conservative MP. Right? And it's just like, just be normal, like the people who we represent. That's what we need to do. That's a really good starting point. Right? Because I'm a normal...
That's going to have to be a mashup. That really is. I'll have to do that one. I'll have to steal that and make it into something. I don't know what yet, but I'll do something. Oh, God's sake. Anyone who says that they're honest, generally speaking, I'm not 100% honest. Anyone who says I'm a normal person certainly is not. Who says that? I'm a normal person. That's just loony. Are you Doctor Who? Maybe. So that's why he has half-mast pants, so he can paddle fully dressed. Yes, of course. So... Matt Hancock pleading for forgiveness on TV. What a joke. He's doing it all the time. It's like when you had like little one-to-ones in the... when he was in the jungle. Yeah, eating that kangaroo penis or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. But anyway... When he's eating that thing, trying to make out that he's a normal person. I'm human. Oh, there, yes, arrest that man. Just like being the next Nazi. Yep, most definitely Top Smoke. He's a real boy. Like Pinocchio. I was only following orders, Colonel Mannering. Oh, only the deluded say that. I know, it's just bizarre. Or is he half cut? Has he been drinking too much? Or, like someone mentioned earlier, has he been on the old coke or something? Something not right there. Sunak has removed his chip. What is COVID chip? Oh. What? Camel toe? What? What's up there? Oh, he's about as normal, like fartage, minted, and full of shit. But there is a but. At least, alright, Nigel Fartage looks too sexy in his shirt.
You know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat. Too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
But new.
Oh, he removed the chip and dial from his knob. Oh, please, no, Zed Smith, don't do it. No, I'm afraid. We need to speak later, buddy. I need to do a bit of research. Might have a go and do some interviews. I have to have some questions, though. And then, yeah, but I need to work out how to do the mechanics of it all. Let's see how it works. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to be signing off in the Mo as well. Then 2.5 hours. I don't think that's bad for an hour. It's Marcus time. Woohoo! Well, and I hope everybody's had a lovely weekend. And I'd like to thank everybody again. And thank you so much for the super chats and stuff. It's brilliant. And I got a coffee as well. Lovely. It was coffee. That was from Cthulhu. Coffee from Cthulhu. Thanks for that, buddy. Really much appreciated. Oh, my little buddy. You all right, better? He's coughing. You probably need water tablets. You alright? Okay, buddy. He gets some water in his lungs. And he has medication for the actual treatment. Sometimes it's not as effective as it should be. And basically what happens is a bit like pneumonia. So you have to have the diuretics to get rid of the water off his lung. And basically it's, when he coughs, it's because he's got water in his lung. I actually bought a stethoscope so I could hear him. Oh. Yeah, not right, Wally. Hmm? What? Hmm? Is it that what you want? Do you want that? Tease little devil. Oh. There it is. What? Good boy. Hmm? He's a good fella. Oh, they forgot the others. Oh my god, you know, they hold a grudge. What's that about the camel toe? What's that about? Oh, what's that? Do. I'm writing to... Mark's biggest fancy. I'm writing to Esther Ransom. Is it because of the, knowledge advantage? Oh, dear. Oh, cheers, buddy. Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, I want to thank everybody. Oh, we've got Reagan Eat here. No, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome, Reagan. Much appreciated. And I do enjoy doing this. I really do, to be honest. It's quite good fun. It's actually quite a bit of work to start with. I know it kind of went off a bit of a tangent, but when you're trying to, Reagan probably know what I'm talking about. When you're sort of trying to plan for the day, it's kind of, you've got to have the stuff in your head. That's the problem. And sometimes I haven't. And when I'm tired, I'm a bit lethargic. Lethargic? Lethargic. I suppose I'm lethargic, but it affects my brain. Well, take care, Daddy Blase. Mad Monk 33. So I've got the Spanners here tonight. Mad Monk 33. Reagan the Elite. I saw P. Dulles earlier. Did I see P. Dulles? What was it earlier on? Might be earlier on. Oh, I don't know. Is he here today? I know he's here yesterday. Oh, there we go. And thank you very much. And I might go live again tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Not Tuesdays because Max is on Tuesdays. This is a good time of day for me. I'm not brilliant for everybody, I know, but it's 23 above today. Oh, it's been a bit chilly today. If you talk about the weather, and it's been raining all flipping down. What to cut the grass as well. Oh yeah, we had thunder earlier. Yeah, thunderstorms. That's worrying for the fun. Oh. But thunderstorms. Oh yeah, because it's satellite there with the lightning. You see, satellite light to the trees. Oh, I love you too. Just saying, love you too. Oh, cheers, Karen. It's been a bit ad hoc. The last half was kind of, I went on a bit of a tangent, I think. But I just try and keep the momentum going. You know how it is. Sometimes you've got to wing it. So the nice thing when obviously Reagan the Lee and Lee, he's not here at the moment, but they go on it. They have a show they do together, which is called the Snowflake Show. And it's on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock UK time, and it's a good show. It's a good show, but it's quite it's quite nice because they can bash off each other sort of thing. So you can have a bit of a banter that way, can't you? But when you're doing it on your time, it's quite hard. You make mistakes for the start. If your head isn't clear, and you kind of like go off on a bit of a tangent like I did, and it's quite hard to bring yourself back in to where you're supposed to be. It's like I need someone to whip me. That's what I need. Marcus, you've gone off for one again. You've gone off on a tangent. Yeah. Perpendicular. That's what you are. Mr. Perpendicular. Or something. Hello, Duke Ventures. Hello. I hope you're well, my buddy. I didn't see you there. Take care, everyone. Ooh. And I need to do some more. I need some outro videos. Need some outro videos. What can I do? Because I did the lockdown one last night. I'm looking. Oh, I did another supermarket video. I haven't uploaded that yet, have I? I've uploaded, but I haven't made it live yet. Yeah, I was in the supermarket. I was. And it was, yeah, it's only short. It's only a little short video, but it's about, I'll say short, about 3-4 minutes long, and it's about the prices. You see, yeah, because the government here is doing something about the prices for food here in France. They put pressure on the. Well, to be fair to the supermarkets, they've all pretty much said, yeah, okay, we'll do something about it. And they've brought out Super U, Intermarché done like 500 products that are all reduced in price, and they're all quite good, apart from it's not the beer that I like. No, not that one. Not that one. See, a lot of these are too short. That's why they're on there, because they're short. I wonder if Matt Hancock got paid 15 grand for that interview. That's what he gets paid a day, isn't it? That's what it's a day rate, isn't it? 15 grand, isn't it? Oh, this is can you remember the Albanian Prime Minister? He was being interviewed, what have you, but he had criticisms of the Home Secretary. Oh. But first of all, I'm going to do this one first, because we had a bit of crafty wank earlier, so let's have a bit more crafty wank. There you go.
Remember the days when people like Nick Clegg would say that Nigel Farage's claims about an EU army are fictional and that it's a dangerous fantasy? Well, we've seen that the EU has now launched its own guard, its own armed guard that'll police its border. Why, if it didn't have aspirations of being a political and economic union with its own armed guard?
What happened? It broke.
In your views, what can we be doing as a community to help with the perception of Albanians in the UK?
Listen, do you think Suella Braverman didn't know that she was saying something wrong? Because politicians say things that then they regret.
We are working to ensure Albanian cases are processed and individuals are removed as swiftly as possible.
It has happened to me, it happens to everyone, especially if you are passionate about what you do and if you are involved.
Having a front page of the Telegraph of a plane taking off to Rwanda, that's my dream.
Sometimes, words escape.
We'll keep putting you behind bars.
But then there is the day after, there is a week after, and then you find a way to say, okay, I'm sorry. She never said she's sorry, because she's not sorry.
About stopping the invasion on our southern coast, and which party is not.
So you can do nothing.
The question is about changing the perception of Albanians in the UK, and you're saying
you can do nothing in that direction. You can do nothing in that direction, but what you should do is to continue to do what we're doing, because the truth of the Albanian community, because the talents in the Albanian community, because the contribution of the Albanian community will outlive Suella Braverman and many Suellas in the way. So just keep going, just do whatever you do, be proud of being from where you are, be proud of belonging to this society, honor the British flag, honor the Albanian flag, and you are doing the best you can. Then politicians that use their visibility and use their power given by others to represent them to make votes or to look for votes by doing these kind of things will always exist.
I think he's spot on, to be fair. So thanks to Mad Monk 33 and Reagan Lee and P. Dollars for being spanners. Cheers, buddies. Tata. I'm going to try to down Grimes. It won't work now. Let's see.
Do you remember the days when people like Nick Clegg would say that Nigel Farage's claims about an EU army are fictional and that it's a dangerous fantasy? Well, we've seen that the EU has now launched its own guard, its own armed guard that'll police its border. Why, if it didn't have aspirations of being a political and economic union with its own armed guard?
Why is that so short? That's not supposed to be that short. No.
It's been reported that you've got family links to Russia, that your wife apparently has a stake in the Indian IT consultancy firm Infosys. They operate in Moscow. They have an office there. They have a delivery office there. They've got a connection to the Alpha Bank in Moscow. Are you giving advice to others that you're not following in your own home?
That's not. I'm an elected politician, and I'm here to talk to you about what I'm responsible for. My wife is not.
But why you decided to make the robot sort of represent a human type figure?
Where am I? That I will serve you with integrity and humility.
Am I dreaming? She is not, but whereas it appears your family potentially could be benefiting from Putin's regime.
No, I don't think that's the case. And as I said, the operations of all companies are up to them. We've put in place significant sanctions, and all the companies that we're responsible for are following those, as they rightly should, sending a very strong message to Putin's aggression.
Do you know if Infosys is? What am I doing?
I have absolutely no idea, because I have nothing to do with that company.
No.